so you guys can kind of reference it. So this is. Let me make sure we're live before I start blabbing. Okay. Let me pull it up on my phone to make sure, because I get stupid ads. I hate ads. Where is Twitch? Where is Twitch? Where is Twitch?
Wherever it's located, that's where.
Yes. Okay. So here we go. Oop.
Oh, that's Eno from
That is the ad on my phone.
Echo.
Okay, so once the stream loads up for you guys, you should see this just giant hit location table of a skeleton.
Stream load
give
up
me-
where?
Give
On
me.
Twitch.
You can check out the link in, I think it's under stream info. Let me just stream.
If you click on his profile, you can
That
go
too.
straight to it.
But I think it's we have under in stream info. I put all the links I've got.
You're gonna have to give me like 8 minutes to get home. So
Yeah. So yeah, take your time, because I'll just explain it. So this is called Adventure Skeletons, and the idea is you are all. I'll read the official flavor text is, you are a skeleton bored of being told to guard some boring old dungeon by a wizard. So, you dress up in some kit you found on a corpse and set off to the human dungeon, or village, as they call it, for an adventure. Your adventuring goals are to slay villains, get cool treasure, and perform legendary deeds. So that is the flavor text for the campaign. So, once, who was it that said they still need some time?
me,
Okay.
Leonidas.
Okay, cool. Take your time. Everybody else, actually, let me make sure I actually have a pen to write some of this down, because there isn't even, like, initiative order or anything. So I was thinking I would just have everybody roll a straight d20, and I would write down everybody's rolls, so that when it gets to, what do you want to do, I'll have each person choose their thing in turn that way, because I wouldn't have any idea how else to do it other than just have everybody shout out, "Oh, I want to do this, I want to do this." So I do not have, this pen does not work. That is not good. INIT initiative. Well, while we're waiting for Leonidas,
You're always late waiting on the soldiers.
what happened? Uh-oh, that's let me got my brains all over the place.
What's the point of this skeleton thing?
I will get. That is your hit location table. I will get to that as soon as I get all my thoughts together. Okay, so whoever is actually here, first you're going to roll for the ancestry of your skeleton. So that would be a d6.
Who starts?
Oh, that's right. We didn't do the initiative. So, well, I guess anybody, and just give me your name and. Okay, so first, I assume you'd want to roll your ancestry before coming up with your character name, but you don't have to. Like, if you already have a character name you want to use. Okay, so Shiro, since you're, why don't you go first? Roll a d6 for me.
2.
Okay, your ancestry is elf. That means it gives you a +1 to speaking and moving. Although, interestingly, it doesn't actually tell you what any of these skills mean. I guess they're just... I assume that they're just, like, flavor text skills. Like, if you do something where you're speaking to somebody, like, trying to convince them to do something, then it gives you a +1 to, basically, I would imagine that would be kind of like the equivalent of persuasion, I guess. And moving, I guess...
Yeah, probably.
I guess moving, if would be like acrobatics. I don't really know. I was trying to think of how
Or
to
agility, yeah.
yeah, trying to do like a
Yeah, like your
5e
agility
equivalent.
and speech would be it.
Right. But there
Your
aren't
speaking would be like
but
your charisma.
yeah, but interestingly there aren't actual stats like in 5e. It's basically just performing actions is basically roll a d10 and equal or beat the games master target number. So, and then it's you roll because you're all skeletons. Your roll is at -1 for each body part you're currently missing. If you roll a 10, roll another 10 and add to the result. So basically, if rolling a 10 is like a crit.
Got it.
So basically, so when you look at this, you've got so you're all skeletons. Oh wait, I haven't.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so you are an elf. So let me get everybody else first before my brain is all over the place. So Leo, you're still driving.
Yeah. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Like,
Zen, do you want to go next?
Sure.
Okay. Roll a d6 for me.
That's also a 2.
Okay, so you are also an elf skeleton. You also have the +1 to speaking and moving. So, Renee, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, roll a d6 for me, please.
what? Wait, Renee? This is a new person.
Yeah, this is one of my friends. I figured she actually does her own in-person DMing, so I thought she might enjoy being a player for a while.
Oh shit! I didn't
Hi.
even know. Hi. Renee.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
I
to
am.
meet ya.
Yeah, we all normally play together, so this
Yeah.
is something new. I
And,
don't know what we're doing.
I can't make any guarantees, but I would imagine that our DM, you know, assuming you have the time to do it regularly, you know, because these are our hours usually. It's basically this till about 8 o'clock. I don't think this game is gonna take us all the time it usually does. So this seems like it's geared to be like shorter, but we'll see. So yeah, so roll a d6 for me, please.
Alright, D6. I rolled a 6.
Okay,
Hey!
your ancestry is skeleton. You have a +1 to skeleton knowledge and culture. Now, I would imagine that would mean when it comes to reattaching your body parts, you might have or harvesting body parts, you might have a easier time doing so. It's interesting.
Just a skeleton,
Okay.
but the best of skeleton.
So we got Shiro rolled, we got Zen rolled, we got Renee rolled. Now we're just waiting on
Yeah,
Leon.
I'm just pulling in. So
Take
give me, like,
take your time.
a second.
Okay.
Yeah,
So the other.
I'm just not trying to catch ticket, speed ticket or nothing.
Yeah. Take your time. Don't worry. The other three of you, have you come up with character names at all? Yet I know it's like short notice, but
Let me think.
Catch me.
One elf
Do it.
skeleton.
Boris.
No.
okay. Who is Boris? What's that? Boris.
I am.
Yeah,
Who's I am?
I'm not looking at the screen at the moment. I'm looking at paper. So who is I?
I am Shiru.
Me,
Okay,
Shiro.
So let me write this down. So Shiro is Boris. Oop.
No, Boris. The doors. That's it. Hey, Boris the doors.
So
I was like,
Zen, do you have a name yet?
For an elf skeleton.
So would that mean? So if he's an elf.
Okay, I have an idea.
Okay.
Oh,
It's,
God.
it's real cheesy, but I'm gonna try it. Skelis.
Skelis.
Because they were Ellis, but because they became a skeleton, Skelis.
Skelis. Okay. I like it. Renee.
Hi.
Yeah, so I'm gonna name my skeleton John Bon Jovi.
I love it.
That's a
John
good one.
Bone Jovi.
Alright, so now that I'm home.
Yes.
Alright, so I need to launch Twitch right first.
Oh yeah, that's if you want to watch and see the screen. I can always post the actual image in the chat,
What? Give me.
but having
that'll
more
work.
people viewing the stream is not going to hurt. And while I'm waiting,
Well,
post.
Twitch is not very good on my computer with my internet connection.
Yeah, I hear that.
Unfortunately.
So let me jump over to your Twitch
Mhm.
streaming. That way I can kind of see what you're talking about. Where are you at?
One thing we need to think about is how he died and became skeletons.
I mean, you could. Actually,
That's what I'm gonna do. That's
you
what
are
I'm
more
doing
than
right
welcome
now.
to. You are more than welcome to. That will be interesting. I imagine. So
Let's
this is.
go with edgiest way to die.
So this is gonna have a battle system, but it's like real simplified.
All right. So, can you just post a link to your Twitch?
Yeah. It should be. In
I'm
the-
already on it. Got it.
All right.
Thank you.
Put it straight
Thank
to
you.
you.
Yeah, just send it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's in stream info, I think.
I
I DM'd it to you. Nope.
Invited a couple of my friends to watch the stream for their.
Thank you so
I
much. I
believe.
really appreciate that. And
Wow.
oh, we got. We keep getting all these follows, and I keep forgetting to. Thank you to everyone who's followed the channel. I have forgotten to open up the
Now, the first thing I need to do, you said, sorry, backpack a little bit. You said the first thing I need to do is roll a D10, right?
a D6.
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 This is
okay.
for the ancestry of your skeleton.
Alright. 2!
We're all skeleton elves.
Yep.
I'm the
Yeah.
skeleton.
He's a
Yeah,
skeleton.
you're
skeleton.
the best
You were
skeleton.
just a skeleton. So,
Can I just re-roll that, please? Just
I
a-
am willing to let any of the elves that want to re-roll.
Alright, 5.
Okay, 5. So you are a human skeleton. Ooh.
Okay.
You get the option of detaching a body part to re-roll a skill check.
Okay. Alright, I'll take that. Alright. So I'm just a human skeleton. Alright.
Yes.
I already got a name. My name is Beautiful Joe. Beautiful.
What?
I did
What?
not.
I cannot hear you. You're very staticky.
I think I heard Peter.
None of us can hear you. You're staticky.
No.
Peter the meter? Are they a park meter?
Maybe you should type it out in so I can.
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
Better?
yeah.
Yeah.
I said they
Yeah.
called me Beautiful Joe, but now they just call me Joe.
Beautiful.
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 Yeah.
That is
Joe.
a throwback and a half. Oh my god.
I don't know what that's a reference to.
It's a
What's that
game.
reference to?
What's
It's
the
reference to
same
something I guess.
game?
I don't know what to. What's it about?
It's a side scroll beat 'em up.
Oh, I never actually played that. So. Oh, so beautiful.
Look it up.
Okay.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's spelled beautiful. Like instead of beautiful,
It's
it's
VIEW
with a U.
because it's all
Oh,
about
weird.
like
I thought it was
movie.
beautiful, and then John. Or so
No,
it was like you're throwing back to Josh's stream.
I
no,
wish.
beautiful Joe. And now they just call me
Leo.
Joe.
Okay. So, Boris, can you roll me a d20, please? Now I'm gonna try to go by character names because it'll be easier that way.
Sure. Don't know what.
Yes, you could call me Joe.
Yes, I will go by Joe.
No.
I would appreciate my full name being
9?
used.
I will try. I'm sorry, 9?
I would also like my full name being used, but it's gonna be.
It's
Like-
gonna be
yeah.
convoluted. Okay, Skellis?
D20, yeah?
Yes, a straight d20, please.
4.
4. Alright. John Bone Jovi. I'm gonna be laughing every time I say it.
Gunbone Joe.
John Bone Jovi.
Hey.
Hey.
It's a good pun.
It's the best pun.
Okay, so what did you get?
It's my life, and it's now or never. Well,
I'm
now
rolling
it's just
a
never.
d20, right?
Yes, please.
Yes, a d20.
Okay, that's a 16 then.
16. Okay. And beautiful Joe or Joe.
Someone roll for me.
I'll roll. It's 18.
18. Okay. So in general, we'll have Joe go first, and then John Bon Jovi, and then Boris, and then Skillis. Okay.
Skillis is
In fact, I'm going to rewrite this. So we have Joe, then
And they can also call me beautiful if they want to.
Beautiful. Yeah.
then
No.
Boris,
Yet, no.
then Skillis. Okay. So I will read. I will reread the flavor text, and then I will. Actually, I don't need to read it. So as you. So let's see. Where have we? Where now that we've got that taken care of. Not that. Okay. So the way damage works in this, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read straight from the thing, and then if anybody is confused, I'll try to explain it better, because it took me a minute to grasp everything. So, damage. When someone attacks you, they hit. You're slow. Roll a d10 on the hit location table to see where they hit you. This body part is damaged, mark off a hitbox, and comes off, as do any parts that are directly attached to it. Use some common sense here. If someone hits you in a body part that is not currently attached, they miss. If a body part has no hitboxes remaining, it's broken and can no longer be used. If your head runs out of hitboxes, you're out of the game, so keep it safe. Then you have the reattaching body parts section. If a body part comes off, you can stick it back on. If it breaks, or you lose it, you can replace it with any bone you found on your travels. You can have one
Ooh.
You can have one non-bone replacement at a time that must be of appropriate size and shape. For example, a barrel for a chest, a tree branch for a leg, so on and so forth. Fun fact, every human and most animals are full of bones going almost entirely unused. So, in my head, I interpret that to
I'm
mean...
pretty sure you're using it.
Yeah. In my head, I interpret that to mean that you can basically harvest bones from defeated enemies.
Enemies, yeah.
So it's, not entirely family friendly, but... So I've left the hit location table up on the screen because that is quite a lot to keep track of. So basically, it's when you get hit, you will roll a d10, and then
I need a piece of paper.
and then, this is kind of going to be on the honor system here, that you guys are going to have to keep track of what you've lost. Although, interestingly, outside of... So damaging humans is, if you hit... Roll on... If you hit... Roll... If you hit... I guess it means if you try to attack, because it doesn't actually... It says when they try to attack you, they hit. And then it says if you hit, roll to see where... Okay, yeah. See, this is what confused me a little bit last
Those
time.
are slow, so I guess it's because,
Yeah. So I guess it would be
I guess
like...
we roll to see if we hit them, but they get to hit us instantly.
Okay, so here's... So yeah, I guess the rolling to hit would be still part of the performing actions. So it would all be... So to perform any action is roll a d10 and beat or equal the target number. So it's basically like AC, but it's for everything. It's like everything has its own performing action, and you got to beat that. And then for every body part you're missing, you subtract 1 from your roll. But if you roll a 10, you get to roll another 10 and add to the result. So basically, if you roll a 10, it's basically a crit, and you're definitely almost like basically an automatic success, I would imagine, because real difficult is 10. So if you roll a 10, I think you're good to go. So, where is my paper? So, on your I will read the flavor text one more time, and then I can attempt to start. So, I think I've covered everything for now. Yes, yes. Are there any questions? Like, is there anything still confusing anybody? I can try to help explain.
Uh, one question?
Yes.
Can I start out with one of the non-bone limbs? Like yep, right arm is a sword now.
Well, potentially. I guess it depends on. You're actually going to be coming up on an equipment table immediately. So, as part of
Sorry.
the, it's okay. No, as part of the initial thing. So let me read. So, you are a skeleton, bored of being told to guard some boring old dungeon by a wizard. So you dress up in some kit you found on a corpse, and set off for the human dungeon, or village, as they call it, for an adventure. Your adventuring
Weird
goal.
name for a dungeon.
Yes. Your adventuring goals are to slay villains, get cool treasure, and perform legendary deeds. So, on your way out of the dungeon, you stop by the armory, or I guess that would be for part of the stuff you get off of the corpses. So, let's see. Start with Joe. Roll
Ah,
roll two roll two d6s and tell me what each six gets you. What each roll gets you.
56.
Yes. So not the total, but each individual roll.
Alright, I get you. I see what you're saying. Alright, so a 6 and a 3.
A 6 and a 3. So you get bow and arrows, which are a two-handed range weapon that do d6 damage.
Okay.
And you said the other one was 3?
Yes.
You get a scimitar, which is one-handed and also does d6 damage. So, hypothetically, I guess if you wanted to attempt to replace one of your bones with, like, like one of your arm bones with the scimitar later on, like once it falls off, maybe, I think I would allow that, because I think that would be hilarious. Okay, next is John Bon Jovi. Roll two d6s and tell me what each one is.
Okay, so I got a 1 and a 4.
Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna guess something interesting.
Okay, 1 is a leather armor, which you get an extra hitbox on a random slot. So the fact that it says random, I guess that means you get to choose which of the, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Or you roll a d10 and make it correspond with
Yeah,
the
you could
number.
you could do that if you want. You can I'll either let you choose, or you can roll a d10 to see which spot gets an extra.
Armor.
Okay, I'll just
I'm
roll
a-
a d10 for true random.
Okay.
Chaos
And
may reign.
I got a 7, so that would be my
Which is
torso.
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 Yes.
Okay, so now you have three
Torso
hitboxes.
points.
And what was the other d6 that you rolled?
4.
4. You get a dagger. It's a one-handed d4 damage, but if you're hiding, it does d8.
Ooh.
So
Ooh, that's
I guess if
Okay.
you wanted to like try to do a sneak attack type deal, you can try to hide and then see if they see you, and if they don't see you, then okay, that is now Boris.
Boris the Taurus. Can we call
Getting
it
at
that?
some
Boris the Taurus?
interesting mechanics.
Yes.
I think it mechanically works. Boris the Taurus.
I got a 3 and a 2.
A 3 and a 2. So a scimitar, which is one-handed, that does d6 damage, and 2 is metal armor, which is the same as leather, but it's plus 2 hitboxes. So I guess you can either roll 2d10s to add to 2 separate hitboxes, or if you want to just roll 1d10 and just add 2 to that one spot, or I guess you can choose to if you want. I really don't.
I'm gonna roll 1d10. Let me grab it real quick. 10. So that would be my head.
Alright, so you get an extra spot on your head. It's interesting how that works because it's like you wouldn't expect any kind of armor to, that isn't a helmet to cover the head, but
Well, it might be a helmet, an iron helmet.
that
You don't know.
that's true. I mean, that is technically just because it's called a helmet doesn't make it not armor. So
I mean,
Yeah.
an iron helmet is also
right,
part
right,
of the armor. If you think of medieval armor,
true. What is that?
So to clarify, each body part has the 2 hitboxes.
Yes,
yes,
and
defaulted.
and the way it works is
Like
if
you get one extra on your torso.
yeah, basically it's if you get hit, then the body part is damaged and it falls off. And wait,
No, if all three, I think if all
Yeah.
boxes are, if it hits you, you take one box. You
Yeah,
pick one
yeah.
box,
and then
so you have 1 point of damage.
so if it falls off, you can
Isn't
stick it
type
back
of-
on.
Okay.
But if you get
Here he goes again.
bless you. So you have bless
No,
you.
wait, John. It's gonna keep continuing for a while, probably.
So you have 3
Okay, it's
on
done.
your torso. So if your torso gets hit once, it falls off. You can put it back on. If it gets hit twice, it falls off. You can put it back on. But the third time, it breaks. And I guess somehow you're still able to walk around without a torso at all. I don't know. I guess
I'm
this.
just gonna
like-
gonna Adam's family it and just have like the thing with just various body parts.
No, your head lowers and you become Mike Wazowski, but in skeleton form.
I love that idea. Okay. Has everybody?
Then the pelvis breaks, and then you're a true Mike Wazowski.
Did we have everybody roll equipment yet, or did I miss? Skellis? Did I get Skellis?
I didn't roll yet, I think.
Okay.
I don't have items yet.
That's okay.
No.
So a D6 and a D6. So 2 D6s, but individual.
3
Okay, 3.
and another 3.
Oh, so you've got two scimitars, which are one-handed and do D6 damage. So I guess.
like it.
Well, I guess this means if you lose both of your arms and they break, you could replace their scimitar.
Yes.
I mean, I guess if you want to replace them early, you can, but I'm not sure I would recommend
No.
that.
Skellies will keep
Yeah.
their original limbs
Okay.
because
Yes.
they're
So,
holding on to the life that they cannot remember.
yes. So as you are, so you're bored, and you decide screw that. So as you head off to the human dungeon, you
Boss man, I'm bored. Can we get out of here?
I'm pretty much too.
imagine it's like a lich, just grunt. I can replace you, I guess. Go, whatever. As he starts.
Alright,
Okay, I'm out of here.
So.
I'm out of here.
Let's see. So, as you approach, as you leave, you shamble on. You saunter. As skeletons. How is chat doing?
That's me.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
Okay. Okay. So you saunter on. You approach a crossroads, and you hear music. And in the distance, you can see what is clearly a celebration. So,
A celebration,
I
huh?
it. We
imagine.
got the day free, so surely we should just join the celebration.
Sounds good. Is that what
Let's
everybody
go
wants to
come
do?
Yeah, no, let's
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
I wanna go
think that'd
party.
be fun.
Okay. On the way there, you see a bunch of livestock unattended, and a bunch of piles of straw, hay, etc. Basically what I would imagine would be feed for the animals.
Okay.
in case you want to.
I have one extremely important question, Josh.
Yes.
If we have more bones than our original body, can we still attach them and use them?
That is a good question. The boilerplate thing does not cover that at all.
Bone armor,
I would
yes.
I would imagine that it would be kind of like if you were to harvest bones, you would kind of keep them, uh, for if any of your bones actually break. But if you
Okay.
want to attach them early, um, uh, sure.
I mean, the question I'm really asking is, can I have 6 legs and 17 arms?
I was gonna ask if I can have 4 arms and 4 legs. That way I can be like,
And 2
What?
heads.
I
Wow,
mean,
this-
part of me wants to allow it, but okay,
it'll
you know what?
break the game.
I'll tell you what. I'll allow it, but it doesn't add any extra bonus. It's just to make your character look cool. So
Okay,
basically,
okay,
so
I
so
don't
if you
know.
if you add like two other sets of arms, you'll have 6 arms. But if you lose your
They'll
right,
just be
if you lose your right arm, they all fall off. But then you can. Does that sound fair?
Okay.
yeah.
So it's like
sounds fair.
you're not getting any extra hit boxes for it, but it's like they knock off all 3 right arms at once. But in general, I'll also count it so that the extra arms don't break. So it's like you can use one of those arms to replace the arm that did break. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's nice.
Okay.
So they fall off and then you reattach them.
Yeah.
But
So
the
the
one broke.
Yeah, so that'll be so 3 of them fall off, and one of them is down to 0, so you have to replace it, and you could replace it with one of the ones that just fell off, and that'll be like a full. You'll have the two slots back, so it'll be like they'll fall off with the one that broke, but they didn't get damaged. Only the main one got damaged. You know what I mean?
I know what my quest in life is now. As Kellis.
All the bones.
All of them.
You're gonna
They'll all be nice.
You're gonna make yourself have like 100 arms just on the right side and like 2 on the left.
Yes. One head above, one head below.
Make yourself symmetrical. Have 2 legs come out of the shoulders.
Yes, shoulder pad legs. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
So
That
so
sounds cursed and amazing.
It
let's
is
see.
both at the same time. That's the wonder of this game.
It's
After all,
blurs.
we are skeletons. So we are probably cursed,
Mhm.
but at the same time, amazingly wonderful because skeletons, yes.
Yes.
They don't really have they're not very intelligent things.
This livestock. Let me look up something real quick that I
Show my intelligence.
should.
It's not because I have a
I
brain.
really
don't have
If you look at D&D, and look at the skeleton stats,
yeah, I know,
as
but
monsters, they don't have like the best intelligence. So, I mean,
You're better, more intelligent than a zombie, at least.
Okay, this is good.
they're
This
not
is-
completely
sorry,
smart,
Josh.
but and they could still open doors and stuff like that. But like,
They can still follow orders and they can rush speed, so that's good enough.
but
They can rush speed, that's good enough.
I wouldn't think they would have an accent. Maybe, I don't know. I don't.
See, we'll see. Can they even talk? Who knows?
A skeleton mage, that'd be perfect.
Well-
They could talk. Skeletons technically can talk. Any language that they
Well, it's all up to Josh. After all, he's
Yes,
at the end
yes.
of this one.
I mean, I would imagine that in this situation, yes, the skeleton, you guys can converse and whatnot. And I would imagine that, especially because you're skeletons, doesn't
Will our
matter.
characters have any memories from before they were skeletons?
Sure.
Depends on us.
Will that mean any... Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, then would that mean if our characters were mages prior
Maybe.
to this,
I
would they
don't
have
know.
spells?
Well, like I said, there
It's
is.
now running in my head.
This doesn't say anything about like actual spells. It seems like in terms of. I mean, I guess you can say that if you wanted.
You
But
have them
it's
in your head,
like
but
I
since
said.
you have no flesh, which is blood flow and stuff, you can't cast them because your aura is gone or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's an interesting take. I like that. Okay, so there is a there's a bunch of livestock, and one of the cows that is there comes up to you, and I looked this up because I wanted to make sure I was doing this semi-accurately because this is totally a realistic setting, you guys.
Yes, definitely.
So one of the cows,
Happens all the time.
Super realistic.
one of the cows comes up and starts gnawing on John Bon Jovi's leg.
Oh no.
Because I looked it up, and apparently cows do eat bones occasionally. So
They have extreme biting force. This is
Aw.
not good. Okay, we
It
must
likes
protect.
me.
Bon, Jovi, Jovi.
It tickles. Get it off.
No, no.
Okay, I'll get
okay,
it
so
off.
this is
Dog's
this.
kicking the
I,
cow.
I was slightly unclear. This chewing isn't an actual attack, but it's me as a first time DM trying to be like,
Yeah, but-
maybe you should attack the animals.
Also, a cow chewing will chew through bone. It has an extreme
That's-
biting force.
That's what
probably,
my quick
so-
Google says. Yeah. So,
Well, I guess I'm gonna attack it.
And
okay,
it's not attacking you. It's attacking Bon Jovi.
right.
Bon Jovi.
Well, true.
Bon
Well, we're all comrades here. We're all comrades. We need to help
So,
one another when need be.
Even with the initiative, because I decided to have it go after John Bon Jovi, I will let John Bon Jovi make the first decision. What would you like to do?
I want to try to kind of like smack the cow away, like go away. Because I'm thinking with cows, because I'm a bumpkin, they usually use their tongue to like grab you. So I'm just like, okay, it's like trying to wrap its tongue around and like pull me into its mouth. So I'm just gonna try to like slap it, like get it away from me.
Okay, roll a d10 for me, please.
I got a 7.
Oh yeah, that definitely beats the challenger in there. So you say you were pushing it away. You're kind of just.
Yeah, like shoo shoo and just like smacking it, like get away, go.
The cow just. I can't even snort well. Yeah.
That's a pig. But okay.
And after seeing that, another cow, which is nearby, goes, looks tasty, and comes over to Joe and starts doing the same thing, gnawing on.
Oh no. As soon as it like
Hey,
comes
that one
towards
likes
me
you too.
and it starts to open its mouth, I'm gonna like whack, like kind of shoo it away. Like no,
So you're shooing it. You're not actually attacking it. Just so.
no. I'm just trying to get it to no.
Okay. Yeah. What the heck? Roll a d10. I'm sure it'll be fine. the likelihood
I
of you.
love your. I love it. 6.
6. Okay, that definitely beats it. So you kind of push it away. Now,
No. Like I kind of use my my scimitar to kind of like go on there, shoot.
oh, so you're using your weapon to do it. Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
So you're not like poking the livestock or anything for,
Like using the flat plate part of the
Gotcha,
sword,
gotcha.
smack it on its butt. Like no, I'm not food.
All right, 1 second.
I look like food, but no. And I'm kind of like I look at it, like I know I can't look, but I kind of tilt my head towards it and go, I'm not food. I might smell like food, but I'm not food. I'm beautiful Joe. Yeah.
Okay. So there are other animals here. So you've got horses and sheep, and there actually is a dog there. It's just kind of. It's actually
Oh
not.
God, not
It's
a
actually
dog.
not afraid of you, but It notices the other animals and it
Yeah.
goes, bones.
Can I roll? So can I roll to pet the pony?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Okay, roll a d10 to pet the pony.
The pony.
I got a
The
10.
gain of strength.
I'm gonna pet that pony so hard.
Okay, roll another d10, please. Because it says if you roll a 10, roll another d10 and add to the result, so you get to like critically pet the pony.
Critical pets.
I rolled a 4. So
Okay, so you
I
got
get
a
to
total-
critically pet the pony?
Yes, you got a total of 14, so you get to critically pet the pony, and in fact, the pony takes a liking to you and kind of gets down on its knees or whatever. I don't really know how horses work. Basically, letting you know that you can ride it if you want.
Callus
I need to
on a
name
horse.
the pony.
What is this creature? Why is it doing this?
So
I don't know what
I'm going to try to climb on its back.
Okay. You know what? Roll another d10 because this is gonna be fun. It's kind of getting down enough so you can, but it's gonna be fun to see if you actually succeed.
Callus has no idea what's happening. This is all new, and they're kind of scared.
Okay, so I rolled an 8.
Oh,
Okay, that is good enough. So you manage to climb onto the pony, and it gets up and just starts kind of trotting around.
where are you
if you were-
going?
It's just kind of
Bye-bye.
trotting
I
around.
am this
It's
creature's master.
trotting around in a circle around your skeleton allies.
John Bon Jovi, what are you doing?
Jovi, where you going?
I am riding Brittany Spurs. That's her name.
I don't know. How do you wait? How do you know it's a male or a female? I don't even know if I'm a male or female.
Well, what were you in life? That's the
It's-
answer.
I don't remember.
How do you not
We
remember?
have a bond now.
Yeah.
I just know.
I was hit in the head. I can't remember anything from before.
It's all just kind of a blur to me. I don't really remember either. I'm sorry.
Come on, am I the
You-
only one who remembers from before?
Well, what? I mean, I don't think it's no offense, but
Callus is gonna run after the horse and
let's
try
go
to
run after the horse. Horsey.
try to get Joan Bon Jovi back. Because
So-
they're scared the horse
I'm
will
just
take
living
away.
my best life.
So John Bon
Enjoy.
Jovi is enjoying the horse ride, and Skellis is afraid for John Bon Jovi and trying to basically what pull John Bon
Well-
Jovi off the horse, basically.
Yeah, no, they're basically gonna try and calm the horse
Oh.
and have it lead the horse so it doesn't just randomly run away.
Okay,
Because-
roll a
Callus's biggest fear is having the only friends that they know ever to be lost.
okay. So roll a d10 for me, please.
That's that one.
I like how I started trying to do an initiative and now it's kind of gone out the window, but that's okay. I don't care.
That's role playing games for you.
Yes,
It's
as
an
long
8,
as
by the way.
you guys are having fun, that's all that matters.
It's an 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that means that you succeed and you manage to kind of. I imagine John Bon Jovi is not actually getting off the horse, but just kind of.
Oh, I
letting-
don't want them to get off the horse. I just want the horse to not run away.
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
go
I
try
have
killing one of the
built a
cows.
bond with Brittany Spurs.
Britney Spears. Oh,
Horsey. Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi.
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't know where you're going, but Um, um, your horse? I don't know. Oh, this is so new. I don't
I've got
know.
it under control. I've got it under control.
Oh, this is so new. So new.
She seems very. I don't think we're in any danger. I feel this creature is friend.
Friend? I know friend. Friends are good.
What happened
That
to
is
the
the
cows,
last
by the way? Are they
adventuring
still
team
after
said.
us?
I'm sorry. What was that? What happened to the?
Cows, are they still after us and trying to gnaw us,
Oh,
or are they?
that's a good question. Let's say for now, no. For now,
Okay.
they've backed off, but for now.
No,
I'm gonna go try. I'm gonna go to try to kill a few of them.
Okay.
no.
What would you like to? We've got what cows, we've got horses, we've got sheep, we've got the dog. Actually, maybe I should have a couple dogs.
Oh God,
No,
no,
just
not
just
the dog.
just one dog for now.
Not the dog.
A cow or two.
Got a couple of cows.
Not the dog, dear God, no.
Can I go
I'm gonna
find
kill
another
cow.
horse?
Ellis has a instinctive fear for dogs.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Who was it that wanted to do the attacking?
I.
You got to say your name.
Same name because I'm kind of all over the
Boris.
place here. I'm sorry. Who was that?
Boris.
Boris. Okay.
Boris.
So Boris, you want to attack one of the? What animal was you want to attack? Blech. I mumbled. What animal was it you wanted to attack? You wanted to attack one of the cows. Okay. Roll
Cow.
roll a d10 for me, please. Let me check my.
That was a 10.
You rolled a 10. Okay. Roll another d10 and add whatever that is. Let's just say you critically obliterated it. Let's put it that way.
Critical obliteration. 3.
3. Okay. Roll another d10 for me. This will be for location. Like, you definitely hit it.
7.
Okay, so you have... What was your weapon again?
Scimitar.
Scimitar. Oh, that's right. That's d6 damage. Okay, well, whatever. I'll just say you did it, because... so... Yeah, I would say roll a d6 for me, then. You're aiming at the torso.
Okay. 4.
Okay, we will say that because you criticaled that, we will say that you slash your scimitar at the cow's torso, and you just hear, and then it falls on the falls on the ground.
I'm now gonna.
I love this
I'm
game.
going to crawl inside it.
You're going to crawl inside the cow that you just sliced open.
Yes.
Okay, roll a d10 to see how well you do.
My character is not quite all there in the head. 7.
7. All right. Yeah, you know what? Okay, I will let that go. So you are now you've now climbed into the meat of or the meat of the bisected, I think is the word I'm looking for, cow. Are you going to try to what? Move your arms and legs into where its legs are or something? Or
Oh no, I hear
Are you saying that
being
he's
there
gonna have a
and say,
cow
Oh, this
suit?
reminds me of being alive.
Cow suit. Oh God.
Oh my god.
I'm curious.
What?
I'm just wondering if that's what the plan was, or is that just me being weird?
I think that's you being weird, my guy.
Okay then.
Let's let Boris say what he wanted to do because
Yes.
I didn't hear it.
My character just doesn't anymore, and after crawling in, it just says, "Oh, this reminds me of being alive."
Nice. So
What?
you're just kind of relaxing in the meat of the cow, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty
Oh God. This image in my head.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Can I go find the horse?
Okay. So, what was that about a horse?
Oh! I'm gonna try to find a horse.
Okay, you want to try to find one of the other horses. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a d10 then.
D10.
A lot of that all the performing actions are going to be D10, so you're going to need
7.
7. Okay, you find one of the other horses, and it sees its friend there giving John Bon Jovi a ride as it just trots in circles, and it looks at you and just snorts. That was a bad snort, but not mean, but just like looking at you like, what do you want?
I kind of try to pet it.
Okay. Let's see how well you do. Roll another D10 for me.
Okay, D10.
How do you do, kiddos?
Yeah, a 9.
Okay, I will let that go. I was gonna make it a difficult because it's kind of like, but I will let that go. So, it looks at you and looks at its friend, looks at you, and you kind of get this idea. It's like, really, but it'll.
I tilt my head at it, like, what? I'm trying to be your friend. Let me ride you.
It's almost as if a horse could sigh, and it just goes, and it just kneels down like its friend to let you ride it.
Yeah, I'll hop up on it and like. Oh.
All right. Well, hey, let's see if you can climb on it successfully.
Yeah. That's a 10.
Okay, so I'm not even going to bother you having to roll another one because let's just say you've done it because that wasn't going to be hard. So you climb on, and now it kind of, at the beginning, it was kind of like begrudgingly like, ugh, fine. But once you're on and it starts trotting around, it starts following its friend. So now you've got two horses kind of going in circles, kind of, starting almost like a conga line.
I see why you enjoy this. I think I will call this one
It is very
Erica.
perfect. We need to have a team of these creatures.
Yes,
We'll be unstoppable.
yes, Erica would be quite beautiful. Yes.
So Josh, can I
Yes.
happen to have my skeleton look around and see if it sees anything from its mount on the
Its
horse?
vantage point? Yes. What kind of stuff are you looking for? Anything specific, or just seeing what you can see?
Just seeing what I can see, because if there's a party going on, there's got to be some hustle and bustle if anything particularly catches my eye.
Okay. Roll a d10 for me, please. I know it seems kind of weird that everything is just.
a 5.
That is a 5. Okay. Let me check my notes here. You notice a river kind of on the way to you. You can kind of tell where the music is coming from, and you look in that direction, and you can kind of see off in the distance. You can see, where you can see more of the celebration. And on your way, you notice that there is a river kind of in between where you are now and where the celebration actually is.
So, my fellow Skillabros, there's a thing on the other side of the river. We should go check it out.
Yes.
Okay, I'll start leading the horses that way.
Sure. My character, as he leaves the insides of the cow that I just killed, is going to take a few of the organs out and try shoving inside his rib cage.
So you want to try to harvest some of the bones, is what you're saying?
No, not the bones, the organs. He's gonna try to shove it back into. She's gonna try to shove them into his rib cage.
Oh, you're gonna take you want to take the cow's organs and shove them into your torso.
Yes.
No,
Okay, I'm not gonna.
That's not back into the cow's torso.
Well, roll a d10 and let's see how you do, because I should warn you that even if you succeed, this isn't gonna give you any bonuses on your.
I don't care if it gets any bonuses. It what makes me feel alive again.
Okay, then roll a d10 for me, please.
That was a 9.
Just shy. I was gonna make that really difficult. So, it was. You know what? You know what? I'll be nice. You can pull out the stomach, or one of the stomachs, I should say, and you get to shove that into your torso there.
Yeah.
I was gonna have like everything come out, like all four stomachs come out at once, but yeah, I'll let you have one. Of what I don't know how cows work.
Warning, gore.
Oh yeah, that is a good point. I probably well, the channel is listed as
18 plus.
yeah, so it's
I
good
gotta
anyway.
look-
Okay.
whatever.
So oh, one more thing, John Bon Jovi. From your vantage point, I forgot to mention this. You notice a glint in some of the straw slash hay slash whatever piles that the livestock are feeding from. I forgot to mention that before.
Okay, can I check that out while I wait for was it Boris or Skellerus that was trying to stuff organs in their body?
Yeah.
Got the spores.
Yeah. So I assume you're
Okay,
gonna hop
so
off the
while
horse.
Boris is yeah, I'm gonna climb down from Bitney Spurs
Okay.
and I'm
Roll.
gonna go check out the shiny thing.
Okay. Roll a d10 to see if you find it. You have an idea of where it is, but you
I
just
got it. Okay, I rolled a 6.
okay. That is good. You have found a bag of gold and gems, which can be exchanged for goods and services. So I guess my guess is somebody who was tending to the livestock must have fallen asleep in the hay at one point and lost some of their money. But that's their loss, your gain.
Joke's on you, little boy blue.
What I missed now? I missed something apparently.
Uh, John Bon
Little boy
Jovi.
blue didn't just
John Bon Jovi
Go ahead,
found a
Josh.
bag of golden gems in one of the haystacks that the livestock are surrounded by. The thought process is somebody who was tending to the livestock must have fallen asleep and lost some of their money. So,
And then I just kind of turned to my Skella bros and I'm just like, hey guys, apparently the horn isn't the only thing that little boy blue loses. I got this bag of stuff.
Oh, what's in it?
What's it used for?
I don't know, but it's shiny and I like it.
It's used for exchanging goods and/or services. Am I the only one of us who remembers my past life?
No! You're
Yeah.
not. I
I've always
remember
been a
my
skeleton
name,
man.
and I remember something being fleshy and human, and you're acting weird. Are you okay?
They're
When
acting like their
when I was
usual
alive,
style.
I killed people for the lull of it. So, yeah. This is my punishment, in a way.
I mean, our master, the Lich, you know, he was kind of a dick, but, you know, he didn't tell me anything about my past life.
You're telling me none of you remember.
I remember having this weird sensation, and now I'm like this. Yeah.
All I remember is bonk on head, blackness, and waking up a Skelly.
Mine was just a weird sensation of like doom and gloom, and shot point stab at me, and like I kind of point into like my like in my where the heart would be kind of area, and I kind of like it just felt really sharp and pointy, and it hurt a lot. And that's all I remember.
I think I remember being at a
remember-
Britney Spears concert.
Oh, I've heard this. Yeah, yes, I've been there. I remember,
That's all I know.
but I just don't remember too much.
Well, I remember everything. I remember I was a killer. I remembered I was executed, hanged specifically. And yeah.
That's a horrible way to die. Huh.
How does one hang?
Yeah, how does that happen?
Don't you just fall apart?
Yeah.
No, because back then that's now if you really remember, so it'll be a waste of time for me to try to explain it.
What's time? I think that's the thing that we have plenty of.
Anyway, shall we go?
Sorry, I muted myself because I didn't want to accidentally interrupt the RP, and I'm enjoying just listening because everyone's like, okay. So are you saying you're heading? Where are you headed off to now? I don't want to try to read out.
Her John
I-
Bon Jovi said we
Pointed out
go.
yeah. John Bon Jovi. You noticed the river? Did you? And you noticed the celebration. So you're what heading towards the celebration now? Is
Yeah.
it okay? Cool. So as you get to the river, you notice it's a little deeper than you originally thought. Now you're going to be able to cross it, but as you look down, you notice a lot of fish, and you notice quite a lot of sparkly stuff in the river itself.
Ooh, sparkles. Intriguing. I'll
Hey,
try to grab the
so-
sparkles.
Let me try those.
I was gonna say I want to try to grab the sparkles.
I was gonna say that's gonna be kind of hard because you and me are both on horses.
Skelly's
not.
gonna try
I got
grabbing
off
all the
first.
sparkles.
Okay, so you're going for some of the sparkly.
Yes.
Okay, roll a d10 for me, please.
That was on before. A 2.
A 2. Oof.
I
So
have the curse of 2s tonight.
So, so you reach in, and this river is a lot deeper than you thought, and you fall in. Now you can still stand in it, but you're kind of like right up to your head as you're standing. Your feet are on the ground, but basically your allies might have to help pull you out.
But can I still get the shinies?
Roll another d10. Maybe it'll be a little easier now.
It's my focus to get the shinies. I have a simple mind.
Maybe because now that you're in there, you'll have an easier time.
A 6.
A 6, okay. You manage to grab one of the shinies, and as you pull it up, roll a d6 for me.
A 1.
A 1. So you also got a small bag of gold and gems to exchange for goods and services. But while you're in there, you actually feel something nibbling on you. It is
How quaint.
about 2 or 3 of the fish that are in there. I guess they're possibly the what do you call them? The piranha type. Some kind of one of the ones that you must have a little bit of meat stuck on your bones, and it's going after the meat.
I'll let them do whatever the fuck they're
You'll let
doing.
them do. Okay. Well, in that
I
case,
don't know what the fuck this is. I'll let it.
in that case, let's say roll a d10, because now the entire school is going to go.
Oh god.
Oh, no.
0. So I guess that means a 10.
Yes, that's a 10.
That's a 10. So you mark off one of your. Actually, no, because your head's above water. Well, let's just say they jump up and they.
Okay, one of my head slots is ticked off.
All right. So your head. Oh, so as that happens, your head actually falls off and rolls and falls in the water, and because of the water itself, it gets pushed down about, some way. Are you and your allies going to go after it, or are you just going to...
I'm gonna go after it.
I'll go after it.
So, roll a d10 for me.
My head!
Can I try to pull like the rest of him out of the
Yeah,
river?
I'll let that happen, and I'll go after the head.
Okay, so, who's going after the head? Because I heard going after the head first.
I am. Beautiful Joe.
Okay, roll a d10 for me.
10.
Okay, well, let's just say I'm not even gonna bother having you roll another one. Let's just say you caught up to it and you got the head and you fished it out, no problem. Now, John Bon Jovi, you said you wanted to help fish whoever it was in the river,
Skellis.
Skellis, out of the
Out of the river.
out of
Yeah.
the river. All right, roll a
Yeah.
d10 for me.
Oh, I got a 1.
Unfortunately, your attempts to pull out your ally cause you to also fall in.
Oh no! I thought they'd just
Oh,
have
no.
my arm, not the rest of me.
That was just kind of help.
You're trying to pull and you pull, and unfortunately, it's one of those situations where you're trying to help somebody out, but they're pulling on you to try to pull themselves up, and they just pull you in as well. And so now you've got
Oh, I'm sorry.
your headless buddy who does have his head recovered, and you are now both in the river, and you're both up to your head, up to the other one's neck until he gets his head back.
Alright, so
Can,
if it
can
goes,
I try to swim towards, like, the side of the river? Like, to
Uh,
the bank?
Sure. That would be another d10, please. We will make that.
Do I see that happening from my vantage point?
I would imagine you. I mean, I should make you roll for that actually. So.
Because I'm in the hands. My eyes are in the hands of the other skeleton.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So, you may not actually notice. I don't know. I guess your body would still recognize that your ally was trying to pull you out, but I don't know if you would actually be able to see your ally right next to you because your head isn't on your. I think you would still see out of wherever your head is.
Yeah,
So.
this is discombobulating.
So,
Uh,
yeah, to try to swim out, roll a d10 for me, please.
okay, and I rolled a 7 on that one.
Ooh, just shy. So
Now,
you're able to
Aw.
you're able to tread enough so you can stay in place without getting washed down the river, but not quite enough that you can overpower the current that's there to make it to. So you're able to be like in a spot where your allies can still help you out, but other
so
than
I
that,
want
you
to.
can,
Alright, so Josh, I want to
yes.
on the horse now.
Yes.
On my horse,
Mhm.
take the horse, ride it to John Bon Jovi,
Mhm.
and try to help them out first out of the water. First.
Okay, a d10, please.
Okay.
oh, this so much.
Hey,
8. Okay, you successfully managed to pull John Bon Jovi out of the river.
alright, now they're out of the water. I'll go
Yes.
help help me out with your name again.
Skellis.
Skellis. I'll go help Skellis out.
All right, another d10, please.
Come on! Yeah! Oh, shit. 4?
4.
Yeah?
Unfortunately, no. Now you don't go falling in, but you pull, and I guess the current is just a little too strong, and you just.
They have my arm. They yanked my arm off.
Oh, okay. So, which arm? I mean, if you want to do that, you're welcome to do that. Oh,
Right arm is gone.
okay. So your arm just pops right off.
I look at your head. I look at you right now.
You have my hand and my head.
You're falling apart.
Okay, so we still need to get Skellis out of the river. So
Alright.
anybody else want to make
I'll
an
try
attempt?
to climb out of the river myself
Okay.
with one arm and
with
two
one
legs.
arm and no head. Okay, roll a d10, please.
It's 7.
7. Okay. You struggle. You really struggle. You don't quite manage to pull yourself up, but you do manage to get to a point where you're. Okay, I'm stable right here. I'm stable right here. If I don't move, I'll be okay. So you're still in it, but you're at a point where you're kind of in a better position for your allies to help you out.
Okay.
I go first I'll reattach his head to the net.
Okay.
And
Now,
just
before,
set it
now my
back.
question for you is: you were the one who was the human, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you're not the skeleton one. Okay.
No, I'm the human.
Okay. Remember though, you have the ability that I forgot about this. You can detach one of your own body parts to re-roll a skill check. So if you do poorly here, you can always detach your own body part to re-roll. Okay. So roll a d10, please.
Oh, that's a 6.
That is good enough. Okay, you managed to successfully put Skelus's head back on to the body.
That feels a little better.
So now let's see if we can't get you out of there. And I go, try to pull him out.
Okay, d10, please.
Yeah.
A lot of these are d10s. So I mean, I guess it makes it easier because it's just. Sorry,
Nice, don't worry about it.
you rolled a what?
6.
6. Okay. You managed to pull Skelus out, and I think everyone is out of the river now.
Yes.
There are still a whole bunch of shinies and a whole bunch of fish, in case that interests anybody.
Now I see the shinies. I'm gonna go get a shiny.
Okay. Roll a d10 for me, please.
No, you idiot.
Oh, and remember, I forgot about this. Anybody who has a body part you're missing, I guess that means if it's broken.
Oh.
Wait, let me check here. Let me check here.
Josh.
Yes.
You gonna love me? That's a 10.
Okay. Roll. Let's say roll 2 d6s, please, and give me each one.
Right. All right. First one. 5.
5. Okay. You reach in and you pull out a bottle. This is a potion of repair. It clears all marked hitboxes, and it's a one-use potion.
Oh.
So if you're basically down to like your last hit on everything, you can use this, and you're magically back to normal. You've got all your hits and everything. So,
All right.
That's
and
powerful.
Next one is number 6.
number 6. Okay, I need to pull up the actual PDF because the printout I had is cut off slightly. I need to actually read what 6 is. Okay. You pull
It's
out
6.
a damp top hat. It is a hat of subterfuge. You get +2 to attempts to disguise yourself. So I guess if you wanted to go back and break down the cow and try to pass yourself off as a cow, you can put the hat on the cow, and somehow people don't find that weird and they think you're a cow. As an example.
So now is the thing out of the cartoons with like the top hat, and then attached to the top hat is a monocle, like the glasses,
Yes.
and then the mustache with the nose.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna wear it. Just put it down, just like that on my head, like a normal hat. Yeah.
Okay, we still have a couple shinies in the river.
I'll go and try to reach one too.
Anybody else want any of this? Or
I've had enough river fun time, so I'm not gonna.
Not enough river fun time.
What's Boris doing in all of this?
That is a good question. What is Boris doing in all this?
I guess just rubbing our innards from the cow on them.
Oh.
You don't want to attempt to I don't know, catch any of the fish or try to go after
God,
the shinies
no.
or. Okay.
No, going after the shinies is a bad idea. I've seen that.
Okay.
My character's trying to feel some of the warmth he did when he was alive.
Okay.
I'll continue trying to catch as many as I can. Out kicking.
And can I try to go back for Brittany's spurs?
Yes. Okay. Roll a d10.
Okay. I kind of won.
Ooh, nope, you have no idea where Britney Spears ran off to. Or, I should say,
Aw.
when I say ran off to, I'm pretty sure Britney Spears is exactly where you left it, but
I left
you
her.
don't remember where that is. You're just like, huh?
There.
Huh? Oh.
Oh, sad thing.
When life gives you lemon.
When life gives you horses, make horse aid.
So wait. So we all got pulled out, but like, which are we still on like the original side of the river, or did we get it over to the other side?
Let's say yes, you're on the original side of the river. So you still need to manage to cross it. Now, I'll make this a little easier on you. The river is not barren, so there are like, you just came out of the from where you got the livestock. You saw a whole bunch of trees, so you could potentially attempt to
Cut down a tree.
cut down a tree, or
I have scimitars. I'll try that.
okay. Uh, let's try. You'll go to. You look for a. Let's start with just looking for. So you're looking for a thick,
Really
strong,
and long
sturdy tree.
tree.
Okay. How about give me 2d10s, one to look and then one to attempt to chop, if you find it.
3
Okay.
and 6.
You know what? I will be generous. I will switch that around. So we'll say 6 lets you find a good sturdy tree, but 3 you hack at it and kind of like in a cartoon, you make it you thwack at it, but instead of making a dent, your whole body just shakes like.
Nice.
Can I look for like a strong like big branch that's like super flexible?
Sure. Let's go for a D10 then. This is just you're looking for one, right? You're not like, or did I misunderstand what you're saying?
Yeah, they're looking for one.
Looking for okay.
then-
So so a D10, please. Oop. Renee, you muted yourself.
8.
8. Okay. Yes, you find a pretty good, sturdy branch. It looks not necessarily big enough to fit everybody on. If you're going to do like a whole balancing act, you could maybe. It looks like it's big enough to help in the sense of what am I thinking of here? It's kind of like long enough to place across the river, but it doesn't look necessarily sturdy enough that everybody can, unless they're really really good at balancing themselves. You might need something thicker especially to get any horses across. I don't think any horses will be able to go with you if you cross.
And can I use it like a pole vault and pole vault over the river?
Yes. Let's see how that works. Roll a d10, please. This is gonna be fun.
That is another 8.
Okay, you start running up. I don't know any Olympic music, but you start holding it like a pole vaulter, and you just dig it into the ground, and it bends a little bit, but you manage to fling yourself over, and the branch falls on the side of your allies, so that if they wish to
Yeah.
to do the same thing, they can. But roll a d10 for me, please, because I imagine that. Actually, wait. Before you roll, roll a d10. Let's see how well you.
Okay.
Let's see if you land with
Stick
any.
the landing.
Yeah. Let's see if you stick the landing.
That's a 7.
Okay, I will give that to you. So you manage to, you land and you actually do a little bit of a tumble, and just like anybody in Olympic gymnastics, you stand up and you kind of do like put your hands in the air like a flourish. Ta-da! Okay, so you have made it across, and your allies are still on the other side, but they saw you successfully pole vault yourself across. into.
Killers didn't. They're attempting the tree again.
Oh, okay. Roll another d10, please.
It's 9.
Okay, you managed to, in this time, based on where you hit the first time and you made a little kind of dent in the tree, you just make another attack and you go, and just in one slice, you just right through the tree. And
Oh wow!
it falls down. Yes.
Power move.
Yes. Well, you had it. You had your guiding. You knew where you wanted to hit it, and you're like, I'm watching you, and you use all your strength, and you just, and it just,
Just work.
and the tree falls, and nobody gets hurt, but it falls down, and there's a bit of a noise, and I believe your allies would hear the sound in case they want to come help. So I don't think one person will be able to carry the.
Oh, but I try.
Okay, you're gonna try. Roll a
I'm gonna go and
d10
help.
for me.
I'll go help. Yep.
I'm just gonna hear my support.
A 2. Okay, you are just.
I am
And
the comic
it-
relief of the
It
group.
is not budging.
I keep trying because I swear it moved.
You go on the other side and you
Swear
push.
It moved like a millimeter.
You go on the other side and you push, and your legs kind of dig into the dirt, but all you're doing is kind of like digging yourself lower because
Deeper?
yes,
Yeah.
because you're not moving, and it's all you're doing is, and pretty soon your foot is
But I
almost.
swear it did move. With everything I do, it does move a tiny, tiny bit. But actually, it's just me moving.
Yes,
Alright,
yes.
so can I help try to move this with them?
Yeah. Roll a d. Oh wait. Do you have? Does anybody have any? Do you have any body parts missing? I forgot.
No.
Okay. Somebody has body parts missing. I can't remember.
I
who it
have
is.
an arm missing. Yes, correctly.
But I'm still holding it like an idiot.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You haven't reattached it yet. So technically, I should have had you subtract 1, but you rolled poorly anyway.
Well, I would have been an 8. So
Um. So now, Joe wants to help. Is what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay. Roll a d10. Actually, both of you roll a d10, and let's see. I'll take the average.
so that's me as well, yeah.
Yes.
It's 10.
Okay. And
For me,
Die.
that's an 8. My bad.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
To me, that's an 8.
8. So we got a 10 and an 8. Okay, let's say this time you're able to. Oh, I was gonna average that, but roll another d10 for me. Whoever was on that rolled the 10 in the first place.
Okay. The 6.
Okay, so 16 and 8. That's 24. So yeah, you guys managed to push. You know, it takes you a minute or two, although, especially because one of you still technically only has one arm,
Yes.
because someone isn't giving him his other arm back.
They don't even notice.
Yeah, I totally. It's gone out of my head, literally. Yeah.
So you're 3 arms pushing, and you're pushing, and you're pushing, and you finally manage to get it to where my brain is. You're using the pole vault at some point to kind of help you, so you can kind of leverage it, so you can get the whole thing across, and now you've got the tree trunk across the river, so now everybody can cross, including the horse. I think you can find the other horse. You can lead that
Yeah.
across too, but you'll have to
I'm
look.
gonna try to find. Like, I think about it for a second. Like looking around, like, oh, did we have 2 horses? Oh,
I
yeah.
just cross. I don't care about the horses that much.
Okay.
I'm like,
Sorry, resign that that
Uh,
Britney Spears is gone.
I'm
I'm
pretty-
sorry.
how are we doing with the stream? Are we still up? We are still up. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, we're still going.
Yep,
we're
just
still going,
making
don't
sure.
worry.
I just
I'm keeping an eye on it.
chat's
Don't
kind of
show
quiet,
her.
so. Uh,
They're just listening.
yep. Um, um. So you've all crossed the.
I'll interact with chat.
That's
don't you
okay.
worry.
Yeah. Um. This is. This is a short adventure called Adventure Skeletons. It's basically its own little system. Most actions are done via
D10 rolls.
D10 rolls, and oh, um, before everybody crossed, did we finish with the river? Does anything else anybody wanted to do with the river before everybody crosses, or?
Nope.
Nope, I'm good.
There's still more shinies in the river in case anybody wants.
I've had Skellis isn't attempting. She hates the river now. She's scared of it.
Anybody want to do?
I some more.
I'm sorry.
I will attempt some more because I haven't learned my lesson.
Okay.
I do. I
Uh,
finally do.
roll.
Give Phyllis their arm back. I'm like, I think this might be yours.
Okay. Roll a d10 for me, please.
8.
8. Okay. Roll a d6 for me, please.
2.
2. Okay. You're shiny as you pull it out. You're like, this feels. I think I was gonna say this feels familiar, but so because I think I gave you had a scimitar before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You pull out a magic scimitar. Somehow somebody lost a weapon and is just landed in the river, and so this magic scimitar is a +1 to hit and to damage. So I guess that's when you're performing an action where you're trying to attack somebody, you would do a d10 +1, and instead of a d6, it's a d6 +1.
I put my other my. Oh, like oh,
Okay,
You can't hear.
you cut out there a lot.
You're cutting out.
All
a
of
lot.
that broke up for me.
Yeah, I didn't get any of that.
this better. That better.
Yes, that's better.
And now I can hear you.
I said I would assume I've got like holsters or something like that on my back or something like that.
Sure.
Like so my weapon.
I imagine you just kind of stick them in your ribs, like.
The one that I had, I just kind of stick it in my rib, and the other one I kind of like, oh, I like this one. It feels better. Oh.
Yeah, it's interesting. It doesn't say anything about necessarily replacing them. So I don't know if that would mean that you technically have two weapons. Like, I mean, you technically do it, but I don't know if that means that you would do 2d6 worth of damage, because that seems a little like overkill, considering how everything is.
I have 2 scimitars and they're two-handed. So.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay, you've got a scimitar and a bow and arrow, I think. I don't know, or somebody does. Anyway, okay, so you have crossed the river. So you don't want to do anything with the fish, is what you're saying. So, no, you don't have to. I'm just in case you wanted to like harvest them.
Can I
No,
take like?
no, no, no.
Can I like take a branch and try to stab a fish like it's a spear?
Sure. D10, please.
Okay. That is a 7.
Okay, that does it. You plunge the stick into the river and you pull out a fish.
I have done it. I have one of the bitey creatures.
And
Look, fellow skeletons. I have the bitey things.
And for a few seconds, you can see the fish kind of like gnashing its teeth before it, because somehow even puncturing it doesn't immediately kill it. Still flips about and gnashes its teeth, and all of a sudden you hear.
Oh god. The bear!
Yes.
Did anybody else hear that?
Oh no! What is it? What is
Yeah.
it? I don't know.
And you see your whole party. You see, 4 bears charging at you. They
We should
smell.
run.
They smell your fish, and they want the they want the fish, but they see they have food, so they're. They are
I'm gonna throw the fish in the opposite direction of us.
okay. Roll a d10 for me. I assume you're taking the fish from Bon Jovi. I assume it's still on the stick, or are you taking it off? Are you pulling it off the? Are you gonna pull it off the stick, or are you just gonna throw the whole stick with the fish on it?
I throw the whole stick with the fish on it.
Okay. Roll a d10 for me.
I know, I already did. It was a 7.
Okay. And you do it, and they they keep charging at you.
Oh
We
god.
run.
So are you going to run, or are you going to stay and fight?
You're going to.
Fight.
I'm gonna run.
I don't know any better.
Stay put.
Man,
Okay. So who
I
is
gotta
I
go,
run.
we should run.
Who-
Right
I run
now.
to the other side of the log, and once everyone's across, I'll try to like shove it back into the water so that bears can't cross.
okay? So roll a d10 for me. You're gonna try to shove me. 5. Nope. In fact, you managed to slip and fall back into the river.
Killis is worth to you. Realize the river. It's cursed.
And one of the bears catches up to you
Oh.
and
Can I-
doesn't attack quite yet, but comes right up to who is it? John Bon Jovi, and you smell like fish.
I don't know.
Smell like bear.
Can I just attack it?
You want to attack the bear? Yes, you can. Roll a d10 to see if you hit.
Okay, do that. Left on the floor. Bitch, stop calling me. I'm not answering my call. Playing my game.
Just calling you.
That's an 8.
That is an 8. Okay, that will hit it. Now I forget what weaponry you have.
I have the magical scimitar.
Yeah, the
So it's a
magic
D-
scimitar. So it would be
You said it was a D6 plus 1.
yes. Oh, and it would have been a +1 to hit as well. I mean,
Yeah.
you definitely hit it. So, because you said you rolled an 8, so that would have been a 9.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so roll a d10 to see where you hit
Okay.
where you hit it.
Now, this is my first combat, right?
Yes.
So since this is a magical scimitar, do I get a +1 to aim when I hit or no?
It just says +1 to hit and damage. So I
Right.
think,
No.
I think it's just
To hit. Okay.
to actually hit, and then actual damage. So I don't think it's to
Oh.
I don't think it's to the location, because otherwise you roll a 10 and you get a
So
11.
do 7.
7. Okay, so you are attacking its torso.
Okay,
So,
7.
now you roll for damage. So that would
And
be
that's a
D6 plus 1.
That's with the plus, that's 5.
Okay, let me check my note here. Okay, that hurts it, but it does not kill it. So it is going to make an attack on you. Roll a d10 to see where they hit you.
D10. Okay. I won.
A 1, so that is your right leg. So your right leg falls off. It
My beautiful leg. You.
it is still alive. So do you want to attack it? Or actually,
Yeah.
like
Oh
I said,
yeah.
before before you attack it, does anybody else remind me of everybody else's locations now? I think
I'm in the river. I want to try and get out of the river.
okay. Was
I
any
was getting sniffed by the bear.
Okay. Yeah. Let's finish this battle. We'll just make this whole battle. So, uh, Joe, let's make another D10 to see if you can hit the bear again.
That's a 9, so plus 1, that's a 10.
Okay. So you definitely hit the bear again. So now we do a D10 for location.
A 4?
A 4. A 4 is the right arm. So see, this is still based on the humanoid skeleton. So I guess that would be one of their. So I guess the legs would be the back legs, and the arms would be
So
like the
that'd
front arms.
be,
So,
with the plus, that would be a 7.
for the actual damage.
Yes.
Okay, you managed to chop off one of its legs, and that puts it in such a shock that it dies. So you
Oh.
managed to slice off one of its leg completely, and it just goes into such shock it dies. Of course, now this kind of enrages its brethren. And they and
Somebody, I've done something good, I think.
and
Wow.
the other 3 attack your allies. So let's go with the one that was sniffing John Bon Jovi first. It notices that and just turns at you and just. So,
That was a good bear growl.
thank you. Roll
I think he's been practicing that.
roll a d10, please. I know you're still on your horse, but I think that's okay.
Okay. No, I didn't have my horse.
Oh, you don't have your horse. Okay. So roll.
So I rolled a 7.
Okay, 7. So it attacks your torso, and your torso falls off. I don't think you got your torso damaged before. I don't remember.
Yeah, no, and then I have the leather armor on it too.
Oh, right. That's why I was thinking your torso was different. So, are you going to attack the bear as well? In retaliation.
Yeah, I'm gonna flash at it with my dagger.
Okay. So first a D10 to see how if you hit it. Lots of D10 in this. I think it's gonna need
That's a 9.
9. Okay, yeah, that definitely hits. Now we want to roll for location.
Yeah, and that's another 10, right?
Yes, another D10, please.
That's a 2.
2. Okay, 2 is the left leg, so I'm gonna say that's kind of like the. I'm imagining like a bear kind of standing up in the same position as the skeleton, so that would be the actual. So left leg, so the back leg of the bear. Roll
Okay.
damage is. You said you have a dagger, but you're not.
Yep.
You're not hiding, so it would be a D4
Nope.
for damage.
3.
3. Okay, it is still alive, but you did damage it. But so that's 3. Now it's going to take another attack at you. So roll another D10. I apologize if this is boring to some of the other players. I just figure with each character
Don't worry about
get each individual battling out of the way rather than alternating, because it'll be way too confusing to keep track of everybody then. So roll a D10, John Bon Jovi, to see where it attacks you.
Okay, so I got a 9.
Okay, so that is your left arm. So your left arm falls off. Do you want to?
Ew.
Do you want to attack? Try to finish off the bear, or do you want to
Yeah,
run?
can I roll across the ground, kind of like I'm dodging it, and then go at it with my dagger?
Sure. Let's see. Let's roll a d10 to see if you can do this with one leg missing. I think it was leg. Was it your leg missing? Was it your leg missing, or was it somebody else?
No, it's my arm.
Was your arm missing? Okay. So let's see if you can.
That's me missing my leg.
Let's see how well you can roll with one arm missing. Now remember, now I forgot about this. Your roll is at -1 for each body part you're currently missing. So I keep forgetting.
Okay.
I keep forgetting to mention that to you guys. So, uh, but yeah,
Well, I roll an 8 then.
you rolled an eight total, or eight before your -1.
8 total.
Okay, eight total. Yeah, okay, we'll say that you managed to roll behind it, and for a second it's like, So, make an attack.
What happened? Where did this skeleton go?
So roll a d10 to see if you can hit it.
It's a 10.
Okay. Roll another d10 because you can add to the previous 10 roll. Because you criticaled.
It's a 4.
Okay, so you got a total of 14. So roll a d10 to see where you damage it.
Another 4.
Okay, 4 is the right arm, so that would be kind of its front right arm. So roll for damage, and because it doesn't say anything about what to do about rolling the extra d10, but I'm going to say, well, from now on, because I'm crazy, any sort of critical attack like that, you can double the damage, because I know I haven't done that in the past, but I should have done that from the beginning, and it just occurred to me just now. So roll.
Oh, that's 2d4?
Roll a d4 and double it. Make it easier that way.
Okay.
More damage.
Okay.
Actually, yeah.
So
Actually, yeah.
four-
You're right. You roll 2d4. I think that makes more sense, because then it's less of a chance of always getting.
Yeah, so if I roll the 2d4, then together that makes 5.
Okay, and that manages to finish off that bear. So that you slice at that arm, and it also goes into shock and just.
Hi,
So
dear.
your bear is gone. Now we have one going after. Okay, Joe finished off his. John Bon Jovi finished off theirs. Skellis is in the water,
river.
The river.
Again.
And so one is going after Boris. So Boris, roll a d10, please.
Sure.
A bear is coming after you.
Yes, you've got it. You've got it.
7.
7. Okay, that is your torso. It goes after your torso, and it falls off. Now I assume you're going to want to attack it in retaliation. You don't have to.
Obviously.
You could try to run, but okay. Roll a d10.
No, I'm not attacking it. My character was a killer in life. Any sort of violence brings them great joy.
Okay.
My character's,
Roll a d10.
so my character's never gonna run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a d10.
Okay.
You rolled a 10. Okay. Roll another d10, please. Just to
8.
8. Okay. So you got a total of 18. So that definitely hits. They are, I think. So. Okay, brain.
6 because it's the scimitar.
Okay, so roll a d10 to see where you're attacking the bear.
That's a 5.
5. Okay, so you're attacking its right arm, so that would be kind of like the front leg. So you have a scimitar. So roll 2d6.
D6.
2d6
Oh,
since
2.
because you got a crit, and that's how I decided we're going to be handling crit attacks now. Is double the attack damage, or 2 of the
That's
dice.
10.
Okay, that
10 damage total.
you manage to. Not only do you slice through, because that kills it in one hit. So, not only do you manage to slice through its leg, you just kind of keep going, and you just chop off all 4 of its legs at once, and it's kind of there with just falls over. And then
My character at that point starts laughing.
yeah, in your fervor, in your fervor, we'll say in your fervor, you just also slice the head off, just because You managed to do it in one stroke. Because that sounds like the kind of character you want to play, if I'm not misunderstanding.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're understanding correctly.
Okay.
Murder hobo, activate.
Skellis, you are in the river, and the bear comes after you, and it's about to attack you, but then
I'll stay in the river for now.
it smells
And
the
attack
fish. It smells the fish, and it goes after the. You can. I'll still let you attack it, but it suddenly its train of thought changes, and it goes after the fish and just starts chomping on the fish. Basically, you looked out at the last second. It smelled the extra fish and decided, ooh, lunch. You still want to attack it though? It'll probably ignore you if you attack it. So you could.
I will still attack it.
Okay.
The fish are scared now, so I'm happy now.
Now, what weaponry do you have again?
2 scimitars.
2 scimitars. Okay. Roll a d10, please. And you don't have.
3.
Now you are missing a limb, correct?
No, I think they reattached it, didn't they?
I do not remember. Whoever it was that had Skellis' missing limb, did you reattach his limb? Her limb, whatever. I forget it, but
Their limb.
their limb. I think it
They
was.
seem to be dead.
Was it Joe that had the limb? I
It
think.
was Joe that
no,
got the-
Okay, so did you reattach the limb? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to. What I'm going to do is.
I mean,
Because
before
I'm
before
beautiful.
the.
my arm. Did you reattach my arm?
Yeah, I gave it to you. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't.
I thought
Okay,
so.
then I'll assume that you did reattach it. So.
So it's a 3.
Okay, so a 3.
Yeah, I rolled a 3 on die, so.
So maybe it must be because you're in the water, but you swipe at it, but the water resistance kind of makes it.
The water defended it. I'm angry at the water.
You can't seem to swing very well while you're in the water, but it still just keeps chomping on the fish. You could try to attack it again, or you could attempt to pull yourself out, or anything else you want to do. You know.
I'll try to pull myself out.
Okay. Roll a d10, please.
6.
6. Okay, you manage to pull yourself out of the river, and that bear is still just
Nom nom nommy.
nom nom nom. It does not care about you people anymore because it has food. At first, it was pissed that you attacked its friends, but food is more important than friends, apparently. So,
I
okay.
reattach my leg. I kind of go over to my leg and I.
Nice. Okay, do any of you want to attempt to harvest any of the bones
Yeah.
from the bears?
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to harvest an arm bone because and a leg bone.
Okay, an arm bone and a leg bone. So
Yep.
each one will need its own d10 roll, please.
And this allows for some good role playing.
Yes.
I wonder what's inside these things. I wonder what gives them. I wonder if there's a skeleton inside.
There's a skeleton inside them. There's a skeleton inside literally everything.
Oh! Yeah, I wonder if they're
Jellyfish.
like us, and they just need to be set free. 8 and 7.
8 and 7. Okay. You managed to pull out. You managed to harvest the 2 bones that you wanted to go for. You said it was the. What did you say you were going for? The right leg and the.
I'll say, I
can-
know someone had gotten injured on one of their legs, and I'm basically harvesting it for them to replace
Right.
their injured leg, and then I'm harvesting just an extra arm, just in case I might need it.
That makes sense to me. Okay, so
So-
are we all patched up? Anybody else want to do any harvesting of
Yeah.
bear bones? Bear
Need
bones?
I need to put my torso
No,
back
but as
on.
my character does put his yeah, as my character puts his torso back on, he's going to mumble, "I'm surrounded by idiots."
You're not. Hey, hey! I don't know what this idiot thing is, but I feel like it might be offensive.
It is.
I'm
It's
beautiful
saying you're not very
too. I'm
intelligent.
beautiful.
My character face palms. So that's whatever you need to tell
Gallus
yourself.
just
To go sleep at night.
starts doing weird stuff with a bag of coins, throwing it around as if it's like a toy.
Oh,
Nice.
you got.
Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that.
What's in the bag?
You see my character just say, "Do not do that, that's a waste."
Why not? I'm just playing with it.
Yeah.
Don't,
He's just playing
you,
with it
we can lose
himself.
that money, and it's very useful.
What's
Money?
money?
You know, exchange for goods and or services.
What skeletons? What services could people provide us?
I guess that good
Supplies,
services or
help.
things.
Wink.
Yeah, whatever we can find at that lit up festival place, we need to go there. I have a feeling we could get like a corn
The
dog.
festival. The festival. I point to the festival and just kind of like heads like. Well, fuck.
Fine does a 180.
Just like
I'll leave the bag behind mid playing it. Go to the festival.
I
Just
could just
drops
grab the
to
bag
floor.
if someone does try to leave it behind.
the festival. Let's go to the festival.
Yeah, because it was mid throw, so it was up in the air, and oh yeah, the festival, and Skelly just follows to the festival and leaves the bag behind, which plops onto the
Well,
ground.
if someone tries to leave it behind, I'm gonna go and grab it, so we don't leave
Sure.
it behind.
Alright.
You have my bag of coins and gems and
Alright.
whatnot. Shiny, one shiny.
So now you are making your way towards the festival. Is that right? Everybody's
Yep.
going that way.
I believe so.
Alrighty. As you get closer, you can hear. Obviously, the music gets louder and louder, and you can make more. You can see more of the details, and kind of you're not quite at the entrance. You can see that there's a sign. Welcome to. I didn't think of a name for the festival at all. Welcome to. I don't know.
Oktoberfest.
Queen.
October. Well, actually, I was gonna say that you look in and you look right near the entrance. Kind of, you will notice kind of there's like a corner, and you see a bunch of clearly drunk humans, and you see two of them are passed out, and you can tell they're drunk because they're holding beer bottles. But you kind of peek in, and you notice that they all seem to have face paint in the shape of skeletons, and one of them is even dressed up to look like a skeleton.
I point to the one that's
Appropriation.
my brothers. Let's go say hi.
Is that what you want to do? You want to go
Okay,
over
so
to the two passed out drunk guys?
Yeah. Yeah, brother, are you awake? Oh.
Yeah. Hey, nice costumes.
Oh.
So clearly these two passed out drunks they're not going to
They're hammered.
yes, they are done. They are not going to be of any use. Now,
Can I check their pockets?
you can
I
roll
want to check their pockets.
a d10.
Eight.
8. Okay. You find you successfully find I'll just give it to you. You find another bag of gold and gems. I was gonna say cool treasure, but it wouldn't make sense for these two drunks to have any of the other treasures. Although, now that I think about it, you happen to notice that in this bag of gold there is a key. This is not one of their things. I'm doing this on the fly. So you notice a key. So I guess keep that in mind as you peruse the rest of the festival, in case you may want to start trying it on every door to see what happens. um, in addition, you hear a bit of a ruckus that does not sound necessarily pleasant to, let's say, to your, like, kind of close by, but still kind of not directly in eyesight, if that makes any sense. Like, you can hear it, and it's like, oh,
so like around the corner.
yeah. My brain is just not forming the words I want to form.
Healthy brain.
But yes, it's kind of around the corner. You just hear,
You've become a skeleton. Your brain's gone.
yes. You hear, like, clearly argumentative and fighting. Do you want to check it out, or do you want to ignore it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
Okay.
Let's check it
As
out.
as you turn the corner, you see more drunk guys, but clearly they are fighting. You're not close enough to really tell what they're fighting each other about, but they're clearly drunken
I think the
brawling.
right one's gonna win.
Is there anything you want to do with these two guys? Do you want to, like, for example, would you want to attack them? Do you want to leave them be? Do you want to
I'm gonna try to cheer them
Can I-
on.
Can I just try to like spook them?
spook them? Sure.
Yeah.
Do you want to? You have a dagger, so you could try to, if you wanted to try to hide behind stuff and just kind of poke one of them in the butt or something.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Oh wait, I have a bow and arrow. Ooh, wait,
Ooh.
this good here. Oh
Okay.
wait,
Go on. Well, let's let me let
bow and arrow.
okay, before you
like,
do that.
in the
Alright,
in the general, like at them, but not like to hit them. You know what
okay. Okay, we will do that in a second because John Bon Jovi had the idea first.
Uh.
Actually, I mean,
I
technically,
mean?
you could first.
My bony brain is like, woo, I help.
Alright. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you kind of want to, what, just fire your arrow in the direction, kind of like to distract them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so let's see. That'll give John Bon Jovi the time to kind of get into a place where he can hide, so that he can poke the other one in the butt.
Yeah.
So roll a d10.
Well, you want me to roll it?
Yes, Joe or whoever it is that's doing the bow and arrow. Roll a
Yeah.
d10.
Beautiful Joe. Joe. That is a 5.
A 5. Ooh, just short. So you fire, and rather than kind of going, you imagine it kind of going right between their faces to make them kind of look at you. But what really happens is it goes, and kind of just, the arrow kind of lands at their feet. And they look down. They both manage to stop their fighting, and they look down and they see this arrow. And before they look over, John Bon Jovi, can you make do a D10, please? Let's see if you manage to sneak away before they look over. Renee, did you get that?
That's a 6.
She made herself.
Here, I can. I rolled a
Yeah.
6.
A 6.
Yes, it's 6.
Okay, 6. Okay, so
Yeah.
you manage to sneak away while they are looking kind of down at the ground before they look at the rest of the group. And so they see, as far as these two drunks are concerned, they see 3 people in, as far as they know, skeleton costumes. They're drunk, they're mad, they're rushing toward the rest of the party to attack. So, I will let you guys, because you're kind of prepared and there's some space. I will let you guys make the first attack. So how about let's go with Skellis, since Skellis has not had much luck rolling tonight.
Skellis will throw one of the scimitars straight at their face.
Okay, roll a d10, please.
A 1. A whopping 1. Instead of throwing it, it's like I swing it back,
And
it slips out of my hand and into the ground behind me, and I throw forward, but it's an empty hand, so yeah.
If I was a jerk, I would have your arm pop off, but I'm not going to do that because I think you've had your arms pop off a whole bunch tonight. And I don't want to. Actually, I could say it could pop off, but it doesn't count against your damage, which could be actually that could benefit you in the attack, because in their attack, because if they try to attack you and nothing's there, they're not going to hit anything. So, but yeah, okay, we'll do it as you. So you kind of rear your hand back and you lose grip of it, and you just kind of bring your hand forward. And, huh? What? You don't know where your scimitar went.
Where'd my scimitar go?
Okay, let's see. John Bon Jovi, you get to have your hiding attack now. I mean, you gotta actually make the attack, but I'm sure you're gonna hit. So roll a
I
d.
think my
Sorry.
audio failed me.
Oh, well, that's not fun. What was the last? When you say your audio, you mean your mic or your speakers? Like, could you hear what we were saying, or?
I didn't hear like anything.
Okay.
It just went like out.
Okay, so Skellis was going to make an attack first on. So you have hidden from the two drunks. The two drunks are attacking your allies. Skellis makes a first attack and fumbles so poorly that Skellis just accidentally lets go of the scimitar and kind of brings their hand forward and has no weapon to attack with at the moment. So now it is your turn to. I assume you still want to spook them. So you're going to be coming up
Yeah.
from behind them and poking them with your sword. So make a d10.
Yep.
So you're not actually. Do you actually want to attack, or is this still part of the scaring? Like I will.
It's still scaring.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm in a good mood. I believe everybody's enjoying this, so I'm going to let you do. I'm going to let you first try to scare and then attack if you want. Because I'm
Okay.
okay.
So
D10 to attack to
Alright.
scare,
yep. So that's a 5.
and they do not actually hear your attempt at scaring them because they're so enraged by you guys trying to attack in the first place that they don't even notice the scare at all. So roll a
Okay.
D10 to attack. And let me see.
I'm gonna shank them.
Yes.
6.
6. Okay, that does succeed on. It doesn't really matter which one you're attacking because they're both going to be similar. Okay, roll a d10 to see what part of the body you hit.
That's a 6.
6. Okay, so you're going right in the torso. So hold on one second. So you have a dagger. So I'm gonna call this hiding. So you roll a d8 for damage.
Oh wow, D8.
Yeah.
That's a 7.
7. Okay.
Yep.
That is enough, especially because you're doing it right in the torso. You just kind of shank the guy right in the back, and he just falls over. So the other drunk guy is like, he's already angry, but he's just so pissed off. I was supposed to beat him, damn it! And so he goes after. I'm not gonna let Joe attack again, but he's going to go after. He's gonna turn, which means his back will be against everybody else. But he's going to turn and go after John Bon Jovi. So roll a d10, please. See where they hit you.
4.
4. That is your right arm. Now, has your right arm fallen off before?
No, I think it was my torso that fell off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so your right arm falls off, and I guess you can stick it on later. So now it will be uh, Boris's turn to
Yep.
do whatever.
I'm going to attack one of them.
Okay, roll a d10, please.
9.
Okay, that hits. So now roll a d10 to see what location you attack.
I hit. 1.
1 is the
The right leg.
right leg. So now I forget what weaponry you have, if anything.
Scimitar, so D6.
Yes, so a d6.
That's 5 damage.
Okay, you slice at his right leg. He is still alive, but he's now down on one knee because you sliced that leg.
Like his Achilles tendon, I'm guessing.
Yeah, kind of like that. So dang it!
Yeah, I got his Achilles tendon. My character
And-
says, "I'll let you live if you leave your dying friend here to me."
Ooh, that's a nice creepy laugh at the end there. He's looks at guy just.
So what the?
Huh? So he's actually going to try to. He's actually going to try to crawl away instead of trying to attack anybody. But let's see, whose turn is it? I guess let's say it's Joe's turn. You are more than welcome to keep attacking if you want, or you can let him go. That's up to you.
I'm gonna go over to his dead friend, and I'm gonna see if I can't cut his one of our what I believe is one of our comrades out of the flesh stack.
Okay, you're
My character says, "What are you?"
you're gonna basically you're gonna do this just so I understand. The guy is currently crawling away from you, scared because of your buddy, and you're not gonna finish him off. You're just gonna let him keep crawling away as you go for his now dead friend.
Yep.
Okay. Roll a d10 to see what you can see if you manage this. So you're trying to harvest some more bones, is what you're saying.
Yep.
Okay.
That is a 4.
That is a 4. You managed to. Okay, you can do 1d10 to see what you managed to harvest.
That is a right arm.
Right arm.
5.
Okay, you managed to harvest a right arm. Let's see, whose turn would it be now? I guess John Bon Jovi's turn. Are you going to finish off the guy crawling away? Are you going to let him go? Are you going to harvest from the dead guy? Or
I'm not gonna let him go.
okay, so you are going to attack the guy.
Yes.
Okay, roll a d10, please. He's clearly.
That's a 2.
Ooh, so you think this will be easy, and you go and you take your dagger and you kind of just plunge it downward, but all you manage to do is tear his pants a little bit, and he
Oh.
turns around and he tries to kick you with his good leg. So roll a d10, please, to see where he attacks you.
8.
8. Left arm. Have you lost that before?
No,
No.
it was the right one that I lost.
Okay. So your left arm, he kicks your left arm off. And let's say it just flies, not too far that you won't be able to retrieve it later. But for now, you have lost your left arm.
Gosh, dang it.
Next is initiative order is Boris, so let's let Boris have another chance. What does Boris want to do?
My character's gonna go to the one who's crawling away and make them suffer a bit. Not kill him per se, merely mess up his the left side of his face a lot.
Okay, so you're not actually going to attack. You're just gonna take your weapon and kind of just carve into his face or something.
Yep.
Okay, roll a d10 then.
8.
8. Okay, you kind of grab his hair and kind of pull up slightly, and you just take your. You have a scimitar, right?
Yeah.
Anything in particular, like you want to write something on his face, like loser or something like that?
No, I'm just gonna mess it up pretty bad.
Just a whole bunch of
like
scrape, and scratch, and
yeah.
whole bunch of marks. Okay, Skellis, what would you like to
Skellis is confused at why the people that are drunk are sleeping. She doesn't understand the concept of sleep. So she'll, I don't know, cut one down.
Okay, so you are what? Just attacking one of the
Sleeping drunkards.
sleeping drunkards? Okay, roll a d10, please. Before you roll a 2.
4.
4. Okay, because that is sleeping drunk, that is good enough. So roll a d10 to see where you hit.
7.
Oop, I muted myself. Okay, so 7 is a torso. Roll whatever your weapon damage is. Do you have a weapon? I can't remember.
I have a scimitar, 2 of them.
Okay.
So I guess 1d6.
Yeah, 1d6.
A 2.
A 2. Okay, so you do 2 damage, and the drunkard. He was passed out, but you slashing at its torso is definitely enough to sober it up and wake it up. And just goes, ah! I should have. And so it's
now you're awake.
it's awake now, and it is not happy that you slashed at it. So it still in a drunken state, doesn't still thinks. I think this is probably the one that we'll say this is the one that you woke up before, or whoever it was woke it up. So it still thinks you're just people in costumes. It doesn't quite exactly realize this is not a person in a costume. So it's going to try to, I guess, attack you. It's going to try to kick you because it's still kind of clearly not in a position to be standing. So roll a d10, please.
4.
4. 4 is the right arm. Do you have your right arm?
I have 1 point taken already.
Okay. That would mean that if you have 1 point taken and your right arm is on your body, that means your right arm breaks and you have lost your right arm completely. And now would be the kind of time that I would assume after the battle. I mean, I guess you could do it on your next turn. You have 2 scimitars, I think.
Yes.
You could potentially replace your.
I'm replacing that arm with one of the scimitars.
Okay.
Immediately.
So you're like, screw this, and you just stick the scimitar right to where your arm was.
Yes.
You can have one yeah, okay, so my brain is frozen at the moment. So it attacked you, you lost your arm, now it is your turn. No, because you already attacked it. So now we will go to back to Joe, the beautiful Joe. It is your turn. We have what? We still have the one guy crawling away. We've got the now.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna notice he's still we're still fighting, and I kind of it clicks in my head. I go and I go over to him, and I'm going to attack him.
Which one? So we've got the one that Boris was carving. We've got the one woken up by Skellis.
The one that Boris is toy train.
Okay, you're gonna go over to that one and attack that one. So roll a d10, please.
That is a 3, so that's a 4.
That's a 4. Okay, that. Um, you know what? I'll allow it because he's kind of still being held up by Boris at the moment, so it makes it a little bit easier to attack. So roll a d10, please, to see where you hit it.
D10. Let me look at this little handy dandy chart you've given us on the screen. Yeah. Oh, that's a 10.
Okay, so you go right for his head, and what is your damage?
It's a D6 plus 1.
Okay, so roll a d6 plus 1, please.
So, this is with my my plus.
Uh-huh.
It's a 6.
Okay. Aided by Boris still holding up and kind of carving into the face, you just make a giant slash at the guy's neck and chop his head straight off. So Boris kind of reels back slightly because he's still holding on to the head. Nice.
You ruined my fun. You ruined it.
He looked like he was in pain. So the suffering needed.
That was the point. That was the point, you numbskull.
I don't numb. I don't feel anything.
It's an insult.
What?
You ruined it. It was art. And you ruined it.
I'm Beautiful Joe. I've ruined everything.
Okay, I think. So that takes care of. That was the crawling guy. We got the other drunk brawler. We've got one still passed out drunk. And the other passed out but now woken up drunk. I think we said he's still alive.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So that was Joe. So now it is John Bone Jovi's turn.
Alright. So it's the brawler dude that's being aggressive.
Yeah, the two brawlers are now dead. So now we've got the still passed out drunk and the was passed out but now woken up drunk. Because the woken up one was attacking Skellis.
Okay, so I'm going to try to get between Skellis and the fighter dude.
Okay.
And then just shank him.
Okay. Roll a d10, please. And remember, for each body part you're currently missing, you subtract 1.
Okay. So then that's a 5.
5. Okay. That is not enough. You kind of bungle your way over and you kind of try to get yourself in between the drunk and Skellis, and you kind of end up kind of nudging up against Skellis instead of getting in between them like you want. So, oh, well, maybe next time.
Hi, buddy.
Oh.
Boris, you're up. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess it's the fight is currently under control. I'm gonna take care of the outer corpse by also carving its left side up. He's at the left face of the outer corpse up in the same manner as the previous one.
Okay, you're doing this on the corpse, the one that's already dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a d10, please.
To see how well I carve it up, I'm guessing. Yeah. That's a 10.
Okay. Well, since it's already a corpse, I'll just let you. Yeah, you carve like some intricate whatever it is, whatever kind of design. It's like your new masterpiece. Like, this is your this is your version of the Mona Lisa. You just keep carving and carving and carving. if you were alive, your ancestors would have been talking about this for eons to come. Okay. Next is Skellis. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
I will continue hitting because now I'm scared he'll hurt me. I will continue hitting the guy I slashed at before.
Okay. Roll. Oh wait, I forgot. That reminds me. I forgot to have him have a turn because I am dumb. So I will let you do that in retaliation. He's going to attack you first. So roll a d10 to see where he hits you.
10.
10. Ooh. So your head falls off.
I'm dead.
Oh, that was your second head?
That was my second head hit.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Skellis is down
So-
for the count.
So he
Falls
just
apart.
makes one more kick and manages to kind of do like a guile. What is it that you know the kick I'm talking about from Street Fighter?
Oh,
where he-
kick for B.
yeah, the kick where he does like the kick flip thing. He just kind of flips himself up in the air and
That's it.
lands on his feet as he kicks, and he just your head just shatters into a bazillion pieces.
It's drunken jiu-jitsu.
Yes. And Jesus, that is your second head. So yeah, unfortunately, Skellis, I hate to tell you this, but you are out of the game.
I'm a goner. My head pulverizes and the rest of me falls apart.
I feel really really bad because
No,
I
don't
don't-
worry about it.
well, because
Don't
if
worry
this
about it.
it's just because if this goes on for like another couple of hours, you're gonna be bored.
Well, a couple of hours, I don't have that time.
Well, because I'm thinking because it's 5:38 my time, and we usually go for another about like 2 hours or so.
Yeah,
So-
true, but
I mean, I guess if you want, you can roll another guy.
nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So let's scratch Skellis out of the order here. I feel so bad though.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. It's part of the game.
Okay. Joe, beautiful Joe. It is your turn. I think you still have the one guy that you just saw do some crazy ass kickflip and just
I'm gonna
completely
go over to him
obliterate
and-
Skellis.
Slash him with my scimitar, my +1 scimitar.
Okay, roll a d10, please.
That would be with the +1, that is 6.
Okay, that is enough. So roll a d10 to see where you hit him.
For your reference, look here. That is 3. So the pelvis.
Elvis. Ooh, oh, yeah, you're pissed off. You're gonna shank him right in the dick.
Right in the dick.
Roll for damage, please.
Oh, right in the dick. That's 7 points of damage. Right
Oh
in the
yeah,
dick.
yeah. That just you're just so mad at seeing him kick off Skellis' head that you just and just split right down the urethra. Just
It's
split
dead.
his dick in two.
Lorena Bobbitt did that shit.
Did I just do a circumcision?
Nice.
Did I just... Or did I just turn this guy into a eunuch?
I would say that would definitely be more eunuch than circumcision.
Ah, eunuch.
Because-
Ah.
Because circumcision is not anything near close to that. And being a Jew, I would know firsthand. So, okay, so
So,
you,
I just eunuch this guy. Ah.
let's just say the blood loss from getting scimitar splitting his dick in half is enough to take him out completely. So this
Yeah.
guy is gone. So
That would make sense to me. I mean, that would put anybody just about down.
you know what? Okay, so I think now you have defeated all four of the drunkards. So does anybody want to do any harvesting? Hint, hint. Harvest the skull.
I kind of pick up. I kind of cut off the head of one of the.
Well, we already had some.
Yeah, we already have a head cut off.
I kind of cut the skull out of the head.
Okay. Roll a d10 to see how well you do. It's already off, so it'll be a little bit easier than you would expect. You don't have any body parts missing, right?
I don't.
Okay, so let's. Oh wait, are you the? No, oh yeah, you're the human one, right? You're the human
Yeah.
ancestry. Remember, you can detach a body part to re-roll a skill check if you do poorly.
I'm gonna say this is a 5, but I would. Before you say anything, I would like to detach an arm and roll it again.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, an 8.
8. Okay, you managed to skillfully. We'll say that John Bon Jovi being skeleton ancestry kind of helps you with the way, and you manage to like fillet the skin off completely, and you have just a skull, and you manage to fillet the skin. So there's little bits of blood and muscle and whatnot, but it's usable enough to be just a skull. Now, doesn't say anything about this, but if you wanted to maybe put it on Skelus's body, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think about it. I just instantly take the head and I put it on Skeleton's uh, body and get it.
And okay, Skelus, congratulations, you are back. I didn't want to leave you. I didn't feel it. Felt it. I understand death is part of the game, but I didn't because I don't know how much longer we're going. I didn't want you to be too bored. So, so Skelus is back, and okay. Anybody else want to do any other harvesting or?
Well, I don't
But-
plan on harvesting, but I
So-
do plan on mangling the left side of the face of the last corpse.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Really, can you like knock that off? It's kind of like not gross, but like I don't know what you're going for, and it's just like you're getting a little too much.
I think what they're
There's
saying
a
is
creepy murder hobo that likes to fucking torture people.
yeah. We I think what they're saying is we understand that your character is edgy. And it's cool,
Edgy,
but,
yeah.
but it's I think they're saying it's a little too much.
Got it.
I mean, edge is fine, but yeah. Like I wasn't gonna say anything unless anybody else had because I'm neutral on it. But if the other players have a problem, that's when yeah. So edgy is fine, but just dial it back a little bit, please.
Got
Yeah,
it.
I get it, but you're like
yeah. It's like once was fine, and then okay. Okay, so so are we done with harvesting? We want to do any more harvesting or anything, or are we good?
I want to reattach my.
Of
arms.
course.
Yes.
Okay, reattach.
Is anybody damaged? I look around. Is anybody damaged?
Gillis has a scimitar for a right arm, but she's fine with it.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't want a right arm? I mean, I think we can get a right arm.
Nah, sword is fine.
I think I have an extra right arm.
Sword is fine. That means I can't drop it again.
I mean, I would
Really?
imagine that if they still attack whatever arm it is, the scimitar would fall off still.
Yeah, but in Skelly's
Skellis
mind,
doesn't.
it's okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. So somebody was saying about looking around.
Oh yeah.
Who was looking around? Who
I
was
will.
it? Okay. Roll a d10, please.
You have to figure that. Woo! I'm eating a hot dog. I'm being a total fat ass about it.
Understandable.
Okay. What was the d10 roll?
Nice.
9. Okay. You notice there. None of you noticed this before, but now you notice that there are a let's say 6 barrels, 2 of which that are open, that clearly have different kinds of liquid in them. One of them is open but empty, and the other, what did I say, 3 are closed, but they look like they could be pried open pretty easily.
I pry it open. I pry one of the three open. They're all closed.
Okay, and I will remind you that a barrel could potentially be used for a torso replacement if anybody needs it. So you're going to
Oh
pry.
my god! I just had the most amazing idea.
Go on.
You have a full barrel as your torso with a tap in it, and you're a walking
A walking
tap
beer keg.
bar.
A walking beer keg.
It's
Nice.
a walking bar.
I mean, you could potentially do that if you wanted to. I'm not going to say no. That would require replacing your torso, though, which means you'd either have to give up the regular. I mean, I guess you could still carry around your original torso. I don't see why not. Or put it on is like. Anyway.
Shove the keg into the original
Yes.
rib cage.
Yes. So you pry open one of the barrels. Roll a d10 to see if you. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Like, give me a second. Just have to put it in.
Take your time.
That's a 10.
Okay. Roll a. Roll two d6s for me and tell me what each one is.
All right. 3 for the first one,
3 for the first one.
and 3 for the second one.
Okay. You have found 2 pieces of magic armor inside this barrel. I guess somebody was hiding it as part of. Let's say this was part of their one of their costumes, but they belonged to a couple of the drunkards, and clearly they don't need it anymore.
All right. So
So
I
this
put
magic
one-
armor, is the same as metal armor, which adds a +2 to hitboxes, but it heals its hit at the start of every fight.
Oh damn! So I put one on my head,
Okay.
and then like just like
Scars.
I take the one off. I take the hat off, and I put this one piece over my head. Then I put the top hat back on, and then I put one piece over my torso. And I just don't even think about it. It's like, oh,
Okay. So you're going to have magic armor on your head, magic armor
Yep.
on your torso,
And a
Yep.
magic hat onto
and
the
and then
magic
the
armor on their head.
then the hat of subterfuge on top of your armor.
Yep.
That seems ridiculous, but I love it, so I'm going to allow it. Like I could just.
Be right back, guys. I just have to step away for just a
Yep.
second.
Take your time.
it seems so like skeleton
Yeah.
thing to do.
I love the imagery of that. Of you've got this like warrior helmet on, but then a top hat on top of it. I just love that. That's the kind of thing I would have one of my characters do too.
Well, his name is Beautiful Joe, so he thinks that
He thinks it's
he's
beautiful,
got to
right,
look
right.
a certain way.
Right.
So he's trying to look a certain way.
Well, while we're waiting for Renee to get back, I have another character that I played in an old group I was in, where the way he was introduced to the rest of the characters was he got this invitation to some party, and player me, because of the fact that it was around Halloween and the fact that it was given to me by a spooky was described as what was a spooky child. My character thought it was supposed to be a costume party, so I asked the DM if I could have I think it's called a hat of disguise.
Oh,
And basically I had my character was a loxodon, so I had him wear it. So the hat itself was designed to look like a top hat, but basically he used the hat. I think, like I said, I think it was hat of disguise. It's basically something that you can cast disguise self or something at will, something along those lines anyway. So he makes himself look like himself, except in a top hat and a tuxedo, and his weapon turned into a cane. And he looked like, basically, because he was a loxodon, he basically looked like a skeleton like an elephant skeleton,
Oh.
because he, like I said, as a player, I thought it was supposed to be
Oh.
I thought it was supposed to be like a costume party, and I'm like, well, this is a great. Of course, when he gets there, he's the only one in costume, and he's like, oh my, and just kind of tips the hat again to disable, take off the costume, but leaves on the rest of it. He takes off the skeleton part and just leaves the rest of the tux on because. And
Actually, one question for everybody is,
yes, what's up?
well, is anyone here free on Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern?
I don't know.
Probably not currently.
I work 8 to 4, and then obviously then I'd probably have but then I also I have to get to bed early, so I would have to go to bed at like 10 at the latest, 10:30. So
Okay, well, considering it starts at about 10, that would still give you 4 hours, so yeah.
I mean I could potentially do that. I don't know if the rest of these guys could, but
I know, well, still, I am in need of some more players, so I'll send you a link to that server.
cool. So Renee, are you back yet?
Yep, I'm good.
Cool. What? I think it was your turn to do something before you left. I've lost track. We started talking about.
Yeah,
other
I know
stuff.
we were. Yeah, before I got up, I think we were like harvesting and reassembling.
Yeah, and I think you wanted to do. I think it was your turn. I really don't remember.
Yeah, I needed to reassemble both my arms. I lost
Okay.
both of my arms.
Guess I'll help her with that because it's gonna be hard with no arms.
Yeah, I'll help.
Yeah.
I'll help. Like it.
So, and then once they help me get my arms back, can I roll to look around and see if anything else interesting is happening? I'm just gonna let the sleeping dude stay sleeping unless he's dead and I missed that.
Yeah. Okay. So roll a d10. So you're looking just for interesting stuff going on, not.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So roll a d10. And
8.
okay. You kind of start focusing more on the celebration, and you notice there are some like the equivalent of carnival games. You've got ring toss and like the equivalent of like a skee ball type thing, and the thing where you throw them at the bottles and try to knock them over. And I don't know what they're called. I don't know what the games are called, but basically you notice that there's like a whole row of carnival games. There is a what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the. Oh, there's like a little thing where they you can do like some minor betting. You can
Like the mechanical horse racing game?
yeah.
I want to do that.
So okay.
'Cause pony.
So as you go up, you what you're gonna go to the mechanical racing thing with the ponies. Okay. The rest of the group, are you going to? First question is, are you going to point out this to the rest of the? I assume you will, but point this out to the rest of the.
Yeah, I kind of just go ooh, and I point.
Okay.
And I start walking.
As soon as you make that ooh noise and you point, I'm following closely behind.
Okay. Okay, so the other two, are you going to go with your other two comrades, or are you going to peruse the?
Others.
I'll go with them also.
Okay, so everyone's going together. Is that if I hear correctly?
Yes.
Okay, so you go over to the ponies and you hear ticket, please. And you don't know anything. You don't know what tickets are. He just kind of looks at you.
What?
I kind of reach into the little bag and hand him a gem.
Guy looks at it, hands it back, points over to, you see this little kiosk where you can use the gems for tickets. He just puts over there, 1 gem per ticket. So he'll point you over to the kiosk, and
So I'm gonna turn and look at my fellow skeletons. Say so. All right. So it seems like these humans take these gems and use them to buy these tickets, and we can play the mechanical horse thing.
How many gems do we have?
that is a good question. Let's see. Roll. Do you have a percentage die?
Yeah, that's a D100.
Yeah.
Sorry, a D10 and a D100.
Okay, so roll a D. Let's say D100, because I imagine altogether you've got a couple.
Yeah, I know. I picked up 2 bags.
Yeah, you got 2 bags. So roll
So
a.
rolling a D100. That's a 61.
Okay. So we'll say that in your 2 bags you have 61 miscellaneous gold and gems that can be exchanged, 1 for 1 for a ticket. I think, was it Joe also has a bag, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, I do.
Let's
Boris
see.
has one too now.
Okay, so let's see. Joe, roll me a percentage, or a D100 rather.
A D100. I. Give me a second.
Before you roll
D10.
it.
Hold on, give me a second. That's. Oh. 100. That's just 100.
Okay, so your bag has 100 miscellaneous gems, and what was it? Boris, you also have one, I think.
No, I do not.
Oh, was it Skelis then that
I
has
think
one?
it's Dolores. Yeah.
What is? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Did you say you also have a bag of stuff?
No, Boris should have one since I was playing with my bag and midway decided to follow the party, which led to me dropping the bag.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh,
I do
okay.
have it.
Okay, then roll a D100, please.
D100.
Actually, let me write this down. So we got what, a 61, 100, and
Yeah. I got 62.
okay, so we got 3, 2, so 223 miscellaneous gold and gems altogether. Okay, so I assume you kind of just saunter up to the kiosk and, hi there, how many tickets would you like? I assume you just kind of just start dumping the. I imagine you would start just kind of dumping the coins, kind of just on the. Or would you actually just put the bags down? You can do it either way.
I'm
Anyway.
just gonna put my bag down.
Okay. Anybody else?
I go. How many How many tickets do we need?
Well, it depends on what you're doing. If you want food, it varies. Certain games have different prices. Yeah.
I kind of look at him and go, I think we need. How many ever can? I kind of point to the bag that she's put down. I go, how many ever can that buy?
So he'll look in the bags and he'll count. Boris, are you also offering your bag too, or is it just? Boris.
Yeah, I give him my bag too.
Okay. So he'll
Sorry,
open.
I was lost in thought.
That's fair. It happens to me all the time. So he'll open the bags.
Yeah, zones out.
This guy's been doing this for forever, so he's pretty good at being able to judge. He goes, "You're a little short, but tell you what," and he starts ringing out. He plops down 225 tickets for you guys to either split, or if you're going to stay as a group, you can.
I'm gonna stay with the group.
Yep, stay as a group. Yep.
All right. You wanted to
Stay with the
go
group.
back to the ponies, or the
Yep,
mechanical
the ponies.
ponies. All right. So much like in our world, the way they work is uh, you've got the tickets. You would bet your tickets on which one you think is going to win. There are now that you've gone back to there are. You know what? I'm in a good mood. Let's say D6. Let me get my own D6. Give me 1 second. So there are 6 of them, and they're all different colors, and basically, actually, wait, how many colors are? One, two, yeah. Yeah, I'll say that's Roy G. Okay, basically, I'm for the sake of this, I'm merging indigo and violet into one color. So you've got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and let's say purple. So I think that's 6.
Someone's breathing super heavy into the mic.
In fact, I'm going to write this down so I don't lose track of the order. So Roy,
Alpha.
G, Bip, Roy GBP. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Um, so, so I've forgotten the voice I used for the first guy, but they'll say 5 tickets per choice. What color would you like? So you've got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple.
I guess red.
Okay. So you want to put 5 tickets down for red. You could, just like real gambling, you could technically choose different ones to make sure your rate of winning is higher, but then you also use more tickets. So.
I want to
Well,
put
I
down
have never gambled in real
10
life, so
ticket.
I have the least expertise with this.
Okay, give me 1 second.
I have no clue what to do.
Wait 1 second to take off my earbuds so that I can go get my actual dice because I'm an idiot and I left it up somewhere else. Back.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, bring it here, baby. Papa. Baby. Bring it here. Give me. No. I want you to see you. Get your butt in my lap. No. Don't squirm. No. Sit.
Dog's not cooperating.
I know.
Alrighty, D6 is obtained, and I got my little dice tray here, so I can't screw up. Okay, so what are we doing? You said you're putting 10. We have what? 5 tickets down on red. Let me write this down. So 5 on red, 5 on red, and John Bon Jovi. You said you're putting 10 down on something.
Yeah, I'm gonna put 10 down on the red horse. There was a red one, right?
Okay. Yes. It's basically, think Roy G. Biv, but I've fused the IV into purple. So we got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go. Oh, pretty green. I'm gonna put 10 on the green.
10 on green. So you've used a total of 25. So you're now down to 200 at the moment. I mean, you guys should really be keeping track of this, but it's whatever. I'm sure we all will. But okay, so 2 of you are hoping red wins. 1 of you is hoping green wins. Unfortunately, purple one. So you have lost all those tickets. Sorry. Would you like to try again?
No.
No.
I want to try again, and I won't bet 5 tickets on purple.
5 tickets on purple.
Can I?
Okay.
Can I play 10 tickets on on the spread?
I'm sorry.
Like a ticket. Basically, what I want to do is do. There's how many colors, right? There's 4, right?
There is 6. There are 6 colors.
So it's.
So you want to do basically 5 tickets per.
Yes.
Okay. So so one of you is doing 5 on purple, and other is doing 5 on everything. 5.
Yeah.
10 on orange. If that's the thing.
So 10 on orange, 5 on purple, and then 5 on all of them. Okay. So
Yeah.
We're losing a lot of tickets. The real.
the winner
Well,
the winner this time is red. So
Damn it!
How dare.
so you get
How dare
5
you betray us, so
you get 5 tickets back. You get your investment, and you win 5 tickets for getting the. So, want to try again?
I think I look at him. I look at the rest of the party. I go, I think we could lose a lot of tickets here. I think we just did.
Yeah. We're rigged. It's rigged so that you lose, so you spend more to try to win back what you've lost.
I think we need to find another game to play.
I mean, yeah, you can, but to be fair, you actually did get a net gain for the winning the red. You just happened to lose all the other ones. Because you got your 5 plus you got 5 more for the winning the red.
Yeah, but I spent way more than that.
Right, but I'm saying like you spent on just the red one. You spent 5, and then you gained a net of 5. So you can actually, if you manage to get everything right, you could have like a bazillion tickets by the end of it. But that's okay. So
Well,
you
yeah,
want?
but that requires you being lucky.
That is true. Okay, you want to try one of the other games?
Yeah.
Let's
Hey,
see.
Josh,
Yes.
I'm real sorry, but I need to go.
You gotta get going.
My work's calling.
All right. No,
Yeah.
I understand. Work is more important than the game. I hope you had fun.
I did. I
considering-
enjoyed it a lot.
Considering I don't know what I'm doing,
I think it's going great, man.
I appreciate that.
Chaos always wins.
Yeah, I think Stormy and NPC will enjoy this when they finally get to watch it. Because it sounded like
Probably will.
it sounded like this is one of the two that Storm didn't necessarily want to play, but I think she'll still enjoy.
I think she'll enjoy listening to it.
Yeah.
It's been a fun roller coaster.
Yeah, I should upload it definitely before our next game. I'll probably upload it on like
Yeah.
Tuesday or something.
Well,
'Cause-
anyway, it was fun playing with all of you. So see y'all.
All right, you have a good night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a
Next.
good night. He's gone. Oh.
So let's see. Next game, there's the kind of like the ring toss type deal, or the thing where you throw at the bottles, or the water gun one. Kind of that's not gonna net you anything, but you're still welcome to do it. That's just I have extra tickets left over. Let me see if I can win. You know, actually
I'm
that'll
gonna
get
go
that'll get
to
you that'll get you a
the-
prize. That won't win you tickets, but that'll get you prizes.
The first one you said. I'm just gonna go.
Okay,
the
so
first
the ring toss one.
Yep.
Okay, which one is this? Roll a d10 for me, please.
Oh, wow. That one. Hey,
8. Unfortunately, you missed. That was that. This one is only. This is also 5 tickets, so you used 5 tickets and you did not win. You want to try again?
I look at someone else. Someone try.
Yeah, anybody
Sure.
else? Want to try?
So
I'll give it a
Yeah.
try.
So it's 5 tickets to try, and then you roll a d10, and if you match what I got, then you win. Basically.
Okay. 5.
Yes, you won. Okay. So you get your 5 tickets back, and you get an extra 5. So
okay, so John Bone Jovi is gonna try too.
all right,
So I'm gonna put my 5 tickets down,
all right.
and I go throw, and it's 8.
8 does not match. So unfortunately, you miss.
Darn.
You want to try again?
No, I'm just gonna pout a little bit because
Okay.
I'm like, no, the horses were rigged. This is rigged. These humans have no sense of fairness at all.
You see the vendor just kind of, these humans? What? Doesn't say it, but just kind of gives you a look like, what? Oh, they must just be playing. They must just be playing the role because they notice that you're skeletons and everybody's here is skeletonized and you're dressed as a skeleton, and they think you're just playing. Okay. That was the ring toss one. Do you want to try the bottle throw?
Yeah.
That one.
I
Let me.
tried the bottle throw.
Okay, that will be a. Do I have? Gotta have a D3. That will be. Let me pull up my virtual dice for a second to make sure I'm not. My brain isn't. I should just be using virtual dice this whole time, but dice.
Bit dice.
Okay, so I didn't think D3 made it. So yeah, so this will be a D4 to see if you can knock down. They're basically it's the 3 bottles. If you get a 4, you get it right in the center, and you hit all 3 of them. Otherwise, you just get whichever. If you hit 1 or 2, it gets one of the bottom ones, and you might knock down the 3rd.
3.
You got a 3. Okay, so you knock over the. That's also 5 tickets. You knock over the top bottle, but unfortunately, that does not win. So he sets it up again and asks if you want to try again.
I go, yeah.
Okay.
Very clean.
Another 5 tickets. I have lost track of how many tickets you actually have, but I hope somebody else is keeping track. I probably
4 this time.
4. Okay, and you
A
knock
lot.
all 3 of them over, and the vendor just claps and congratulates you. And roll a d6 for me, please.
So, 5.
5. Okay, and he goes in the back, and he comes back with this giant plush bottle. This is basically. Remember the potion of repair you found earlier? It's basically that, but it's like a giant, like, fluffy, kid's toy version.
I look at him.
That's wholesome.
I look at I forget their name here. I'm sorry. I look at them and I go, these humans got strange prizes. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. Eat it? Drink it?
No, just keep it.
That doesn't make very good human sense. Why would you just keep something and have no use?
They're sentimental about this stuff.
As you two have that conversation, a little girl passes by and just looks at your giant bottle and goes, "Fluffy."
I look at her. I go, do you have tickets?
You see her kind of like look at her. I don't know if she would have. She has a little dress. So I don't think dresses wouldn't necessarily have pockets, would they? I don't
They
notice.
do.
Oh, they do. Okay, cool. So then she'll kind of dig in and just she holds up. She holds up. She has one ticket and she gives it. She offers it to you.
I look at her and I just like, and I take the ticket and I hand her the stuff, the bottle.
She squeals and like hugs it and just skips off. Her parents are right there, but they just kind of chuckle and you hear a thank you as she just walks off with the giant bottle, just squeezing it.
You seem to have made that tiny one very happy.
Yeah, yes, these humans, when they're tiny and small, seem to be very easily made happy.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to
Makes me
interrupt the
wish I'm
roleplay.
Makes me nostalgic of when I was alive. Oh well. Instead of it in this.
Okay. What? Let's see. Have we done all the games yet? We did the. I guess you
The
could do
water
it.
thing we have yet to do.
The water thing, right?
The water thing. Do we really have to do the water thing? Or it's just the water thing.
You don't have to.
I,
It's up to you guys.
I,
Yeah,
I
we don't
wish-
need to.
Yeah.
You don't want to. That's fine. Do you want to do any other games? You want to keep exploring the festival?
Hey, get out of here, Appa. Get back in there.
I want to
Ah,
explore
fuck.
a little bit more.
Okay. Let's see. You give me another D10. We'll see what you can see.
6.
6. Okay. You notice the equivalent of a food court. Just a whole bunch of vendors offering food and
Appa.
all different kinds of. As skeletons, you probably won't need to worry about that. But you also notice a little stage, and you happen to notice a bunch of people crowded around the stage, and you've got 2 people on the inside of the stage, and they are brawling. This looks like a sparring competition.
Oh. How much is? I look at like someone on the outside of the sparring competition. I go, how much is this to enter?
This is a good one. You look like you guys are good fighters. Oh, hold on, I'm being called for 1 second.
Oh goodness. What have I done?
What do you mean?
I'm not a very smart skeleton.
Alright, sorry about that. Sorry about that. My folks are trying to. I don't want to end early, but my folks are like, hey, we gotta go get dinner soon. So, probably like, I'll have to end it pretty soon, unfortunately. Sooner than I thought. I thought we'd be able to go to at least 7, but, so this is a sparring bet. It's 50 tickets to enter, and if you win, you get a grand prize. And
What's grand prize?
a guy just gestures over. You see?
Are we allowed to use weapons?
Of course. Just remember, no killing. Which
Yeah, that'll be tough.
What's grand prize again?
so he gestures towards, and you see this like giant chest, and you just see a whole bunch of items. There's you see like equivalent of you see a whole bunch of this armor. You recognize that you found the magic armor. You recognize the magic scimitar. You recognize the potions. And then you see a couple of items that you don't recognize in there because you haven't actually rolled them on the table yet.
So John Jovi wants to give it a go. So,
Okay.
let's give it a try, guys. Like, it can't be that hard. They just no killing. If we knock them out, we win.
This will be fun because they don't know your actual skeletons. So imagine what happens when one of your limbs falls off.
Yeah.
is my D10? This is not a D10. This is a D12. This is a D10. Okay. So, how many of you want to enter?
I know I do.
I want to enter.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess it's all
So
three.
all three of you are entering. So that's. Let's just. I don't remember how many tickets you have. Let's just say these are the end of your tickets because real life is getting in the way. So,
Right.
so it may have
Right.
to it'll have to end. I had a little bit more after this, but I won't have time for it. So this brawl will be the last thing. So each of you are paired up and you go through your things and okay. Let's see. First, let's go with. We will have John Bon Jovi up first against their
Joe the Snow.
adversary. So,
Joe the Snow. That's his name. Joe the Snow.
you get to go first. So roll a d10 to attack.
Okay, so that's a 10 then.
You rolled a 10. Okay, this is going to
Yep.
be good. So, you have your dagger, right?
Yep.
You don't have any of that. So, unfortunately, you can't be hiding because so roll a d10 to see where you attack.
6.
6. 6 is the torso. Ooh. So, keeping in mind that you're not supposed to actually kill, roll 2d4, please. I think that's what I said, right? 2d4? Yeah.
Yeah. In total, that would be 6. I rolled a 4 and a 2.
Well, even though you knew to keep in mind not to kill, you stab right in the torso, and you've pretty wounded the guy, and the guy just goes, ah! Short version is you're going to win this, but he's still going to make an attack at you anyway because of the fact that you pulled back just enough to not actually kill him because you remember, it's not you didn't forget, you just
Yeah.
went a little harder than you expected.
Right.
So roll a d10 for me, please, because he's going to attack you.
4.
4. That is your right arm. Have you lost your right arm before?
Yep.
Okay, then he goes for your right arm, and your right arm just completely shatters. And
Oh, that's my favorite arm.
this freaks him out, and because you basically, if this had been a regular like a battle where you weren't going to worry about not killing, you would have killed him. So he just has a heart attack as he realizes, oh my god, you're not you. And just falls over or dies, and somebody comes up to check on him, because they do have medical experts there, and medical expert, he's dead, and looks over at you, and just gets this look on his face, and just runs the hell away, and that's when everybody realizes, you guys are not humans, you guys are actual skeletons, and they just run the hell away.
It appears.
Le-
Where's that guy going?
Leaving, of course, that leaves the treasure unguarded for you guys to loot.
Oh yeah, we live.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
Okay, so in the giant treasure chest, there are 4 of these bags of golds and gems. There are 2 of the magic scimitars, one for each of you who don't already have one. I think one of you has 2 pieces of magic armor, so we will say that there are 4 pieces of magic armor in there in case the other 2 of you want to. We'll just say we'll retcon the giving Skellis that head and bringing him back to life since he had to go. They had to go anyway. So
That's what I'm about to say. Why are we even bothering with Lou if we're about to end it off? If this is a one shot.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, that's like the end. It's like, I forgot this treasure, yay! But yeah, so that's like basically. So you win, you scare everybody off, you win, and I know it's kind of a lackluster ending, but I guess because I originally had you were gonna have a dragon was gonna show up at the end, and then you were gonna have to fight it, and that was gonna be the end. But unfortunately, don't have time for that. So,
So
uh,
with this
Um, uh,
ending,
I
with this ending, can we like just say? Because I thought it'd be really funny that the lich sent us out, annoyed with us and everything. And we
mm.
just bring back like all of this stuff, and he's like, "What did you guys even do?"
I
Like,
told you to
what
stay
is
here. I told you to stay here and guard my dungeon. What the hell is all this?
this? Right.
it's
Stuff.
offering.
Ah!
One thing I would like to say, if you do decide to take up that offer on joining my Monday campaign,
Uh,
let me know so you can do a bit of a session 0.
oh, of
when
course,
you're
of course.
free.
I
Yeah, let me know when you're free and we can do a session 0 for the Monday campaign.
okay, sounds good. I appreciate the invite. So my schedule on Mondays, as it currently is I work 8 to 4, and then like I said, I have to go to bed at like 10:30 because I work 8 to 4 on Tuesday as well. Now in a couple months, this is actually going to change because I'm supposedly switching up jobs. I don't know when it's going to start exactly, but after that, it's going to be I work not midnight shift. I work 11 to 8:30, 11 p.m. to 8:30 a.m. and that's going to be kind of tough because I go Sunday into Monday and then Monday into Tuesday, as well
Yeah.
as other days.
Well,
So that's going to be
yeah.
harder to play.
Okay. But yeah, what I was about to say is we usually end off by then, so
Alright.
yeah, at least for a month that you're not working.
Right.
that
Well,
new shift.
we'll figure things out. So I hope I know it didn't quite end on an exciting note, but I hope you guys enjoyed this.
Yeah.
I hope I did an okay job DMing. I
You
understand.
did, you
I
did a
understand.
fine job for your first time.
I appreciate that. I
Yeah.
understand now what they say about how it needs to be. You got to learn to improvise because
Yeah.
actually most of that was me kind of flying at the seat of my
Improv?
pants. Yeah. I'll take a
Yeah.
picture. I'll show you the entire thing of notes I had. I didn't even actually finish with the dragon battle wasn't originally going to be the end, but I couldn't think of anything else past that. So I'll post
Yeah, yeah.
in and I actually just eventually I just kind of completely ignored most of my notes, but
Understandable.
yeah. So let's say my notes.
What happens?
Notes
But
for
and there you go. If you do take up that campaign, there is a important quiz that you should answer as if you were your character, because it will give you a special ability on the campaign.
I like that. Whenever I'm like,
So,
sorry, go ahead.
it's a setting exclusive ability. Well, just take the quiz and tell me what you got, and I'll send to you what the ability
Okay.
does specifically.
Sounds good. All right. So thanks for playing, and for those who were watching, thanks for watching. And I'm going to end the stream now because I got to get going. So I will see you guys another time.
Hey, Josh.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
When you get a moment, call me back.
Okay.
All right.
Will do.
Alright, well, it was nice meeting everybody. And
Yes.
If you want, Renee, I can talk to the DM because this is like our usual game time. She may, I would imagine she wouldn't have a problem with you joining. She'd want to probably talk to you a little bit first, but I know that in particular she wants to have more people, and in particular she wouldn't mind having more female players in our sessions. So if I know that you have your game coming up that you're DMing, but I mean if this is something I thought you might just
people are gonna be here in a half hour.
yeah. Oh well, then we got to end this now so you can get going. But I thought you might just enjoy a little bit of actually being a player instead of a DM for once. So
Oh yeah, definitely, and yeah, if like I said, I don't know how consistent I could be with being a player with your guys' usual
Right,
DMs,
and-
just because work and then Saturdays
I
are
gotcha.
my IRL games.
I gotcha. Well,
But I wouldn't be opposed to talking to
Yeah,
her. So.
well, as you see, Stormy. So when she gets back, I'll try to facilitate something so you guys can. All right, I'm getting yelled at, or not yelled for, so I gotta get going. So thanks for playing.
Alright.
For those who are watching, thanks for watching, and I guess we'll see you next week.